It's
Oh
us.
shit, what up?
Hi. Welcome, adventurers, to Fateful Encounters. My name is Jen Lewis, and I'm your DM running this bitch. So,
Heck yeah. I am Sumner. I will be playing Galvin, son of Rohan, and hand to Lathander, your Aarakocran Tempest Cleric.
She didn't even say your name.
No, because I can say my own name.
That's what my character would do.
Galvin, son of
Well,
Rohan.
if we're going clockwise, then I'm next. I'm Dylan.
Son of Rohan.
I play Koros Tidehunter.
Friend of Galvin.
Friend of Galvin, son of Rohan, and hand of Lathander.
Not playing this game. I refuse.
You refuse? All right, well, I'm here with Ashley Duke.
Woo, it's me. I am not I am not Galvin, son of Rohan, hand of Lathander.
I appreciate that.
Rav.
That's her new handle.
Yeah.
Not
Not Galvin. I'm changing it
and
right now.
I am Zach, and I play Buried in Chains.
Also not Galvin, son of
Also
Rohan.
not Galvin.
Yeah.
Still appreciated.
And I'm Joe Whiteley, and I play Rattle, our Kinku Ranger.
What's your actual name, Rattle?
Rattle.
I
Do you
don't
have
have my
your-
noisemakers.
No.
Wait!
I need you to tell the story of your name because I don't think anyone in chat knows.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I do! So,
What's your
sorry,
name?
pardon all this commotion
I mean,
around
you didn't
this.
have to move at all to find those, by the way.
Well, I had
It's in
to
a
move my
closet.
drink.
They're gone right here.
I had to move my drink, which is behind some shoe deodorizer, which I could not see my shaker. So
I see.
Joe streams in the closet, but guys, so
I don't have a chair.
Never find them. Oh,
Go
here
for
they
that
are.
One day.
But the whole thing behind Rattle, and you'll notice my name is in quotes there, is because his name is actually just an onomatopoeia of a kinku imitating a rattlesnake and coins jingling, which sound kind of like sleigh bells because that's
They're
all I have.
reindeer.
So
I
yeah,
love that.
I don't think we've ever talked about that. You did it like episode 1, and then we just say you rattle now. But
It was gonna be
I
a
think you did episode
gag,
0.
and it came along with a whole lot of logistics, and I don't have a lot of elbow room here, so
please let me out of this closet.
it makes me think of like the Muppet Christmas Carol with Marley and what's the
It's
other
Marley
guy?
and Marley.
Marley and Marley, yeah.
and Marley.
They've got the chains, yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
I can always count on Dylan.
we can.
Yeah, Dylan's
That movie-
pop culture.
Can I take a moment to get on a
Marley.
soapbox? That movie is so good. Michael Caine it's my favorite performance of his, and I think his best performance. If only for the fact that he delivers such a brilliant performance while playing apart from puppets.
Yep.
Can we
That's
just
talent.
that is I love it.
Muppet Treasure Island. What is it?
That's a great one. That
Yeah.
has that
We're talking Muppet Christmas Carol.
Curry.
Oh, the Christmas Carol. Oh, duh. Yeah, sorry. Same. I was the same age, but yeah.
Oh
You know,
boy.
Christmas
that's
Carol
so
or
funny.
Treasure Island has Tim Curry, and he's playing apart from a lot of humans as well. Not that his
Humans.
performance isn't great. He did a great job.
I know. Not a lot of those humans in this group.
No, only Muppets here.
Only
Honestly,
Muppets here.
We're not that different, are we?
Oh, we got two birds.
Kuros is kind of like
For
our Jim
Michael
Carrey.
Caine? For Michael
Yeah,
Caine,
well-
no, we're like the same person.
We have 3 animal people,
Basically
2
the same.
humanoids. We got 2 birds.
This went from
and 4
D&D to
tribes.
movie talk. You're so right. All right. So
Oh, yeah.
today
have ADD.
we're bringing you into episode 12 of Oblivion Isles, the homebrew world made by me. Does anyone have any questions before we get into the session?
Like stream questions?
Anything at all?
No.
Why do fools fall in love, Jen?
Fuck. All
Answer
right,
the
we move
question.
on.
Shit.
I am not prepped.
How do you know that she's a witch?
Build a bridge out of her.
Ah, but you know, also build
This is
bridge
just
out
a
of
movie now,
stone.
apparently. This is all
Anyway.
we're doing.
Vamping.
I know what Dylan was laying down.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I think we need some recaps of what happened last time.
Oh,
please roll your D20s. I did not write them a Google Doc this time.
Oh, 18.
I got a 16.
This is going to be
the
just
word's
as
out.
great.
We've been cheating all along.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done it. I mean, I'm not ready, but I'll take a fall.
I think you've done
It's been 12 sessions and I haven't done it.
Really?
Well, you better roll.
Wait,
I got
no,
an 18.
no, you can't just say that and then I'm going to take the fall and then don't. Dylan.
I asked if you. I mean, if we want to say unbiased,
You had
and
a
just
really
roll our
climactic part. I think you would actually be best tell it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Dylan.
You were doing
All
good.
I vote Dylan.
Give us that.
All right.
It's a
Sweet,
democracy
sweet
now.
recap.
Yeah.
All right. So last time on Fateful Encounters, we took control of our ship. We said goodbye to everyone in civilization. Chains had a very emotional parting with his father, but it wasn't a forever parting. They were in each other's lives again. It was very, very sweet. Crick, Beb, Neen, and Pip decided to join us on our ship as our crew, and that's where we started. We set off on our ship. Chains took the helm. I spent my time teaching our new froggy friends how to tie knots and kind of work the ship. Rav immediately went catatonic and began drinking. Galvin and Rattle decided to head up to the crow's nest and keep a lookout. Not really having their sea legs yet. It was very, they wanted to be where they could kind of see a big horizon and kind of keep the world steady under their feet. We debated on whether we wanted to, on which path we wanted to take. We were heading towards Nyx, where we believe the Cult of Merkel has, well, we know they have a base there, but that's where we believe that the doppelganger is. Our two paths, one would be heading in between two islands and going along the coast north and then cutting across to Nyx, which would take us about 3 days. Or we could beeline it, straight shot, take us maybe a day, maybe a little more, but we would be going over open water where a lot of bigger, more dangerous things might live. There are dangers going through the sideways that we talked about, sirens, we talked about some other dangers, but we decided that time was of the essence. Rattle and found, that fell out of my pocket, found the list of days till the next judgment of Merkel or whatever it is would be occurring. And we saw that 7 days had passed that we could not account for, and we were 7 days away from, no, it was 14 marks were crossed off.
Oh no.
Math.
It was a bunch more cross marks off, which left us with 7 days until the next judgment, the next calamity would occur. So we decided time was of the essence, and we decided to risk the open water and take the fast route. Not long after making our decision and heading straight north, we encountered a storm. It was very bad, but between our 4 froggy friends, learning what they had learned, tying some lifelines, Varric helping Chains keep the wheel steady, and some very nice teamwork between Rav and Galvin. We sprung a leak below the deck, and Rav was able to kind of hold the water at bay while Galvin kind of mended the hull of the ship. It was great teamwork. We ended up surviving that storm.
We're best friends now.
Chains and I had some heart-to-hearts. Rav and Galvin grew a little closer in their strange way. But it wasn't long after that we were assaulted by some crabs that we quickly dispatched of.
I was assaulted by a crab. Sorry,
but the real danger lie in the sea
money?
elemental, the water elemental. Some creature of pure water came out of the water and attacked our ship. Our physical attacks were virtually useless against it. Yeah. Chains spent some time crafting a makeshift grenade. Rav froze the first destroyed half of its water mass with her destroy water ability, and then froze it as the bomb was inside. Chains had a brilliant maneuver where he ran straight at it, jumped into it, grabbed Galvin, who was restrained by the creature, and kind of did a barrel roll out of it, leaving the bomb inside. the mechanics of how the bomb didn't go out, I'm just going to leave up to magic. But
it was a wax case. I did it on purpose. Waterproof.
But I mean, the wick staying lit in water.
The wick is
I
inside
didn't
of
think
it.
about that. Continue.
I mean, I just chalked it up to magic and ingenuity. But
It's fine.
we had a frozen water elemental with a bomb inside about to shatter it. Galvin, having just been rescued from drowning inside this thing, decided to fly up, stand on top of it, and shatter as it was already about to explode. He luckily did not take the explosion. I chastised him a little bit because he put himself in needless danger.
He always has to have the last word.
Yeah, honestly. I'm a prideful bird. He ruffled my
Either
feathers.
way.
What do you want?
Oh,
from me?
no.
He's doing it now. Continue,
Damn it, Jen,
Kuros.
you're right. Sorry, Dylan.
Either way, we came out of this all right, and we are continuing our journey north to the Isle of Nyx to try and find the cultists of Merkel's hideout and hopefully rescue the doppelganger.
And don't forget, Kuros had a sweet song that we all got to crab dance to.
That's right.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was, we had a great campfire chat where we kind of talked about I don't even remember what we talked about.
Our
but,
heroes.
our own personal heroes. That's what it was. Kuros revealed that it was actually the anniversary of the annihilation of his village, and that tied into his hero story. And so at the end of the day, he and the four froggy friends had a nice song to sing in tribute to his fallen family and friends and people. And it was a lot of fun. Everyone kind of chimed in dancing, and it was a lot of fun.
The crab dance has become kind of a meme. It's fantastic.
It's been a meme. What are you talking about?
If you type crab, please, in chat.
Wait, what?
I think it's crab, please.
that's
You
Clab,
wrote
please.
clab.
Hold on.
Clap, please.
Clap,
I
please.
put crab. Okay, hold on. They're wrong again. So I think you guys get the point. Yeah.
Oh, got enough clab.
I love
It's the
clab.
crab.
If you have Better Twitch TV enabled, it should be the crab dance
Oh, wow.
from the thing.
Okay, I don't have it enabled.
Oh my god.
So that was a mess. Anyway.
Okay.
They wanted
Oh,
our
it's
money.
crab, please. Crab, please. Perfect. Thank you. Soraya's got it. She's on top of it.
That's great.
Okay, so, let me open up that first giveaway of the night.
What are we giving away?
What are we giving away?
Today, we're
Oh,
not
shit.
giving
More
away
clabs.
Clabs.
We're going to be giving away some dice for our first giveaway.
That's
No.
never happened before.
What?
What?
Nice. Are you crazy?
This is very new to me. I am scared.
I am scared.
What is happening? I don't
Exclamation point giveaway in the chat. And we will be pulling for that at our first intermission.
Well,
So,
Yep.
and remember, if you would like to help the adventurers on their quest, check out the guild down below. And all right, and I got something already. Sumner, what was it?
You did. Wait. We're talking about audience participation with getting
Yes.
something from the audience. Doom Knight put forth 10
Doll hairs.
Doll hairs.
Dollary dudes.
I forgot how that
American
is.
doll.
Is that
Great
1,000
job.
bits? Is that 1,000 bits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still. Give me a break. I'm doing my best here, which I
Remove
know
2
is
zeros.
inadequate, but I'm trying. Okay,
I'm giving
perfect.
you shit.
So he provided his $10, so the entire group gets inspiration. That is
Yeah.
one re-roll expiring at the end of this game.
That's
I
right.
feel so inspired.
Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Inspired.
so
Thank you, Doom Knight.
thank you.
What if he
Yes.
gave it to
Thank
you?
you.
What if it's just Jen gets inspiration? For
Jen
like
just
the
got
shitty rolls?
5.
Actually, does that apply?
Oh,
Is it for
Jen
all
can
of
never
us?
get inspiration. She rolls too many nat 20s.
She
For real.
does, though. That's so mean. She does.
Speaking of
She's
dice,
got weighted dice.
I don't think they're weighted. If they are, I'm sorry, but
Well, it says
all right.
give all players inspiration. Does that apply to you?
Ooh.
We should vote on it. We're a democracy as of this episode.
Nah, we're still. A
I vote
dictatorship.
yes. Why not?
This is a dictatorship.
All right, I'll take inspiration. I don't care. So,
1 vote wins.
everyone has inspiration, and you're going to be sorry that you gave it to me.
Yeah, super.
So,
Probably.
last we saw our adventurers.
Somebody's gonna get us killed.
I'm trying to help.
Also, Dylan, for a spur of the moment recap, that was really good.
Yeah. that
No
was really good.
kidding. That was ultra thorough.
That
I was
was
like,
great.
wow, I forgot about
I
the
don't
ice
remember
thing.
anything. And
It's
you
almost
did a
like a
good job.
me thorough, and I appreciate that. You pay attention. I see you taking notes. Dylan, you get 2 inspirations.
What?
Jen, I've slept since
Whoa.
then, okay?
What haven't we all? Anyway, so
I haven't. I'm better
Dylan
than
gets
all
2
of you.
rerolls this game, and everyone else gets 1. So,
Oh, wow, we.
thanks.
Wow, Jackie.
All right. So last we saw our adventurers. They had just left Buried in Chains' home island of Nueva Esperanza with their new ship and a new destination, Nyx, where they were told that the doppelganger was seen last by Cornelia, with Cornelia. Along the way, the group traversed the seas and got caught in a storm, but valiantly and skillfully kept the ship afloat, in chains, keeping the ship in the right direction. They learned they were coming up on the Azerox island, where there are known to be sirens on the outskirts of the land, so they moved their way out of the storm and directly towards Nyx. During this time, Rattle saw that the note fell out of Kuros' pocket that was glowing. After picking it up, the group learned that an additional 20 days has passed since they were banished from the Followers' Den in Eulatorf. And the timing of the next punishment onto the land of Oblivion Isles by Merkel is a mere 7 days away.
7 days.
With 5 days of traveling, we determined that was 3. With 3 days of traveling still left to get to Nyx, the group feels rushed. But with being on their 2nd day and already attacked by a water elemental and passing the Azerox island, it seems it would be the decisions of the sea if the party makes it. All right. Anything else to add? I think
Fateful sea encounter.
You completely left out my wonderful sea shanty.
you did it. You want to do it all over again?
All over
No,
again.
that's
Let's
quite
do it.
okay. It was very good.
It's a little long, and it's no longer appropriate.
Man to hear
It's
it,
no longer
gang.
the anniversary of Kuros' dead family.
Sorry for your loss. Move on.
Wow, we're just
It's
quoting
an
it.
IT
I know,
crowd reference.
You don't got to tell me it's an IT crowd reference. right over
we have
Dylan's
not leveled
frame.
up yet. So, all right. I already said let's get into it. So I'm assuming we're on the
Let's
map.
get into
view.
it, Jen.
We are.
Let's do
We're
it.
getting into it. All right. So, as the group continues through the water, the night is in full swing. The moon is like beaming down, reflecting on the water as it like gently waves, and the sails are up, and the wind is blowing you guys gently in the right direction. After that battle with the water elemental, Herrick and Vinak stand next to the Grung and look at the group. Just before Vinak speaks, you hear the distant sounds of the sirens from the Azerox. And as you guys are passing by, you're intrigued by the noise. But thankfully, Kuros knew it was sirens, and you guys are prepped with earwax. And Chains
idea.
stuffed. You
It's just
knew
the
about the
whole
sirens, and Chains went and grabbed the earwax, the candle, and melted.
James had the idea, found one candle. Kuros found a box of candles for everyone.
So we had enough for everybody.
Yes.
And so you guys stuffed your ears. The water kind of seems to be picking up a bit, and you're wading through the rocks and obstacles. Vinak says, I think we need to be careful. Chains and Kuros told us they were entering the monstrous area around the Azerox. And if we get pushed close enough, we may get lured in.
I like to think that Rattle is just kind of like on the whatever we decided the big pointy thing on the front of the boat is, and just kind of like has his hands out, feeling the wind through his fingers, air flying.
I want to
Can I
stand
come
Doing
up
his own
behind
like
him?
God damn it.
Titanic thing.
Screaming
Come
hard.
up behind him and hold him.
Them in her
Flying,
boots.
Jack.
Okay, so you guys are on the front of the ship doing that.
Too
and
slow,
everyone
Sumner.
Doing that.
doing that.
I should have known. I should have known.
So, yeah, he said that. Rattles over there and with Rav.
I'm like one whole arm hold to him, and I'm like drinking my flask as he's presenting the flag.
Oh, you just put him in your papoose. So you got
So
both
let's
hands
see.
free.
We're driving. We're sailing.
Driving.
North, right? We're sailing north or northwest?
We are sailing
Northeast.
northeast.
Okay. And so we are about to pass the Azarax, right?
Correct.
Or that's what we're
The
passing right now.
Azarax will be off our port
Okay.
side.
So I will captain voice on Vinak to point us more westernly from northwest, just a little bit to kind of pull us away.
Perfect. So Vinak,
West by north or north by northwest.
go more east to get away from it. Yes, I'm picking up what you're putting down. So Vinak, strength, Goliath man, easily moves, get you guys out of the way and everything is doing well.
Oh, that's right, because we were teaching him to steer the ship so he could, so
Yes.
the chains could be.
He says strong this
He will be
way
my
or
helmsman
strong
from now
this
on.
way. All right.
Yeah, we were doing
Perfect.
All right. So as you're kind of sailing away, you hear that distant siren, which, if we remember, it sounds like that Frozen 2 thing that Elsa did, except I sound like Olaf when I do it. So.
I hear you, but I won't.
So what's everyone doing on the ship? Galvin?
I have kind of reserved myself in the bottom part of the ship. I'm so not a sailor. I'm in the ship, just relaxing. I'm trying to look for anything to read, any texts, specifically any religious texts. And I'm pretty boring, to be honest, when I'm left by myself.
Great. Chains walks in and screams, "It's time for mead!"
Is there mead on this ship?
Is
You can
I
go
hope
into
so.
the kitchen and
We're
roll
We're
perception.
gonna search for
What-
some mead.
What happened to your accent?
After that, I know.
Look, when
He's
James
drank
gets
a little
really
too much
excited, he
already.
forgets he has an accent.
So I am going to go search the what is it called on a boat?
What?
The hull.
Mess hall.
Galley.
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 That's it.
Okay. Roll for
The Marine
perception.
knows.
Roll
Rah.
yeah.
He only has
Roll
his
for
accent when
precipitation.
he's drunk. This is the first time we've seen him sober.
Dang, he was a stabbing you.
Hey, Scattered Rollers is
Scattered
rating us with a
Rollers,
party of
wow.
20.
Hey, what
What's
up?
up?
Wow!
Awesome.
What is it?
My perception is a 13.
Perception 13. All right. So you find 2 bottles of mead.
2 bottles. One for you,
Sweet.
and the other one
They're
for
all
for
you.
me.
empty because I found them already. I'm kidding.
So I'm gonna grab them, and I'm gonna. I guess, is everyone congregated, or are we all over the place?
I'm with you, buddy.
Well,
You said
Rattle
me, and
Rav
I
are
was
having a
behind you.
moment.
And not that I'm a huge drinker, but it's something to do, so I'm there with you.
I like to think that Rattle and Rav are up there doing the Titanic thing, and then like this primal part of Rav's brain probably hears the uncorking of mead.
I mean, I just drop them and fuck off.
Not even like the uncorking of it. Like James is like, oh look, I found some mead, and just something inside of
You
Rav
heard me
was
shout
like,
mead from under deck.
I have like a
It's
spidey
her,
sense.
yeah, it's her spidey sense for
Perfect.
alcohol.
But if Rav decides to leave, then Rattle would probably go back to the helm and just kind of watch Vinak and see if he can pick up how to do this.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
roll
go
for
find that
survival,
alcohol.
just kind of in general.
Cool. I'm heading back up and shouting mead.
Perfect.
I'm gonna barrel over the change.
Just gonna tackle me.
No!
I will be continuing to kind of monitor and teach our grung friends. They kind of have the basics now, but I'm now just kind of looking over their shoulders, making sure they're not making mistakes.
Sticky fingers.
I'm just trying to be a good first mate, a good quartermaster, whatever position that I have is called.
You can still be a good first mate, Kuros, and have a glass of mead.
Well, if it's what the captain commands, I'll be right there.
If it's what the
Drinking and
captain
driving
suggested.
is not advisable.
Well, Vinak's not drinking.
Oh, okay.
He's driving. He's doing great.
He's our DD.
Rattle, roll for survival. See how good you're picking up what he's putting down over there on that wheel.
Okie doke.
Okie doke.
What? Don't make fun. Survival, you said?
Yep.
That's somewhere on here. 22.
Nice. So you're picking it up. You can probably do it. Is what
I kind of
you're
like
thinking.
Rattle kind of wants, he's been up on Vinak's shoulders, kind of like, when your dad's helping you drive the car for the first time.
Yeah.
And he's going to like kind of elbow Vinak in the ribs, and he's going to be like, I've got this. You go on and have some mead.
Perfect.
All right.
Can you see over the wheel, Rattle?
You're
Just
about
like-
as tall as the
He
wheel.
cannot.
Can you reach
He's
the
at the bottom
pedals?
of it, just kind of like,
Can you reach the pedals?
Can I find a crate or something to have him stand on at least?
I was going to say, yeah, I was going to do the same thing.
He's
Rattle
like
wants
holding
to kinda,
on
like,
to it, just spinning around.
Rattle wants to like tie it, like he wants to look around for a loose piece of rope and tie it for a second to hold it. And then can I look for like a crate or a box to stand on?
Sure. There is one next to you that you can move over with a strength check, you weak bird.
Oh no.
Say it. Say it.
I'm a dex build.
Yeah, he is!
Little baby.
21.
Oh my god. You do it. So you push over that box. Vinak looks at you and he goes, nice.
Rattle just like looks back at him. He's like, nice.
No.
So as Chains and Kuros, or is it just Chains? Whoever comes up with mead from the floor, you guys begin hearing that same like, oh. So everyone roll perception.
Ooh, okay.
Who's making that awful sound?
It was me.
Perception, you said?
Rattle got a 10.
I got a 17.
Yes, perception.
Galvin got
I
a
also
6.
got a 10.
Oh.
Kuros got a what?
No.
10.
Yeah, sorry.
What is all these 10s? All right, well.
Well.
So a 17, you guys do not recognize the song, but it's in a language, and no one's really understanding the language either. But you find it really intriguing. It's actually, and you hear it kind of muffled with the earwax in your ears. You're feeling a little bit drawn to it, but Kuros's head comes back like, it's a siren. We're going to stuff our ears. We're going to not do this. And all right. And you're getting a little bit too far away. So you guys shake it off and the boat continues forward. So good job for avoiding the Azarox story arc. Proud of you. Sad about you guys not suffering in the arms of Aarakocra, but maybe another time.
Just throw those hours of work in the
Look.
garbage.
Let me just take these 10 pages.
We suffer enough in the arms of Galvin.
She'll berate us after the stream. It's okay.
We
Please help us.
suffer enough in
Please,
the
I'm
arms
just-
of Galvin.
I mean, do you remember when we
That's
had the
rude.
plan to escape over the wall, and Galvin would bring them away from it, and then he immediately sent everybody to where we were?
What? I said I was trying to help. I'm always only trying to help.
No, I know.
But I caused so much damage. And
I'm giving you a hard time.
All
You know, it's
right,
hard to
so-
tease you, Sumner, when you go along with it, because then I start feeling guilty.
You should.
Well, I was going to say, so we heard it, but we didn't perceive what it was.
Correct. Well, you didn't. It's a song, but you couldn't understand what it was. Like you couldn't hear the words. You couldn't understand what it was saying. So it just sounded. Pretty.
Okay, I just
was-
didn't know if we were aware that it would be like a siren song, and that it would
You
be a
only
bad
knew
idea.
because Kuros talked about it
Okay,
last
that's
game.
right.
He
Okay.
said this is what it is. So
Okay.
So you guys were made very aware and kept safe and steered away on purpose. So good job. Rip up my pages. And so you guys travel hours into the night. It's about 3 a.m. Group is coming up on a set of rocks in the darkness of the night and lit only by the moon. You're no longer hear the sirens, and you're feeling pretty lucky that the group decided to change their course and go straight to Nyx. The group gets a short rest. So quickly, what does everyone do during a 4-hour break?
I'm getting drunk with chains.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of reminisce in this moment I had with Rev, and I've never really had this kind of relationship before. So I'm going to kind of just stand near her because I feel like that's what friends do.
It's definitely part of it.
I feel like he's smelling my hair.
Your hair looks very nice, Rev.
Thanks.
Oh no.
Starts taking it in his bird mouth.
No.
Start
That's not what
inching away
anyone
from
said.
him. Step by step.
It's a sign of trust. Birds
Your
that like you will
feathers
stand on your
look nice
shoulder and
too.
like
I try to stand on your shoulder like a parrot. I'm just kidding.
Rattle just kind of
Gosh.
leans
I'm
out.
full
you're a
behind
Dex
the
build,
wheel.
baby.
What's happening?
I put
This is
him
a
in my
mess.
papoose.
No.
I'm like 6 feet tall.
All right. Kuros, are you doing anything specific?
I'm gonna be up with Rattle. I want to kind of watch over him as he's steering the ship, and So Rattle, I never knew you had an interest in learning to manage a ship.
Rattle kind of wants to cock his head at Kuros and then kind of look out over the water, and then in Vinak's voice he's gonna be like, "I have an interest in navigation. I feel drawn to it somehow." And then he just kind of looks up at the stars a little bit.
I'll look up with him. But using the stars to navigate is one way that people keep track of where they are on an ocean. I mean, when you're surrounded by nothing but water, it's kind of hard to tell where you are. If you'd like, I could teach you how to read maps and use sextants if you'd like. I'm sure Chains would also be willing to teach you if it's something you'd be willing to learn.
Rattle kind of sits down instead of standing on the box, but he's still got the wheel in his hands, and he looks at the stars and he goes, "You could teach me?"
Oh, hi. It's nothing too terribly complicated. If you have the right tools and the right know-how and know what you're looking for, it's easy.
I'd like that. And he just kind of continues to kind of move the,
That's so cute.
So I'm going to go kind of below deck into where the, not below deck, but just wherever we're keeping the maps and the navigation tools and stuff, wherever Flame of Spirit.
Yep.
Wherever he put that kind of stuff for us. I'm going to go find just a sextant. I'm imagining we have something or some navigational tool.
Yes.
And I'll bring it up and I'll spend the 4 hours kind of teaching Rattle, the constellations and what to look for and how to use the sextant, and we'll have a nice little moment.
Yeah, I picture Rattle and Kuros just kind of bent over the crate with maps and the tools and the stars, making reference, just kind of in that soundless movie pan.
Oh yeah, no, I am picturing sans the aesthetic of it, but the feel of going back to movies and Treasure Planet when Jim is being taught by Silver how to do things. It's this montage of being a father figure type thing, and it's isn't this cool? Look at that.
We on the same page. That's what's happening.
I
got
was
you,
literally
boy.
imagining the same scene, but every time with Treasure Planet.
Dude, I'm not going to go on movies again. You almost got me.
It's such a good movie, but moving forward, like the ship.
Yeah. Anything else anyone's doing that I wanted to talk about?
I want to drape my hair on Galvin's head and pretend he has a wig.
And we move on.
James is just standing at the front of the boat in contemplation and drinking tepid mead.
Perfect.
From
Tepid.
the rear of the ship, you hear the salt on your skin and the wind in your hair and the waves as they ebb and they flow.
They
We're
flow.
miles from the shore, and guess what? I don't care. And that's
And the group gets their short rest. All right. Yeah. So as you guys are traveling, it's been several hours. You're traveling through the night, kind of taking your shifts, doing your stuff. and you guys come across more rocks in the ocean, but you hear someone screaming, "Help! Help!" Out in the distance on one of the rocks. And as you guys are getting closer to it, because it's in your regular spot, the way that you're going, not your spot, you hear the feminine voice of, "Help!"
Do sirens yell for help?
Standing and waving.
Yeah, I want to hear this, and I want to run to Chains, grab his arm. I need your ears. And I want to pull him to the side. Does that sound like a siren to you?
I take out my wax.
And he says, "What?"
I didn't hear you.
Roll for perception.
Okay.
You pulled
12.
over here. Oh, sorry.
Sounds normal.
Sounds like the ocean.
Help! Saying help?
I'm going to take flight. Can we see where this
Wait,
is coming
what do you mean? Oh,
Yeah.
It sounds
So you're
like
coming
the
up and you see a figure like waving their arms saying, "Help, help," in the distance, and you
I
ask
interpreted
Chains
that in a different way.
if that was a siren. He said, "Sounds like the ocean." So you push him away and you go flying off.
I'm gonna shout back to Chains as I kind of fly away in the direction of this sound, saying, "Raise the sails," and I kind of go.
I'm gonna hear this and hear Galvin says like, "Nope, we're dropping anchor. We're not raising the sails. We're gonna sail right past us." And I'm gonna like start shouting orders. So like,
Rattle's
everyone, like,
got like two different
trying.
ropes in his hand. He's like,
Which one?
Raise, don't raise.
I'm like shouting to like Beb and all them to get to the capstan and drop the anchor and all that.
Galvin
And you
doesn't know what he's
hear,
talking
"Help! I
about.
was dumped! Help! I was dumped!"
And,
Galvin
and
doesn't know
Kuros is gonna
boats.
immediately after like giving those orders overboard. He's jumping overboard and he's going over to him.
Okay.
So Galvin flies over.
And Kuros swims over. So you guys
Okay.
get up to this rock and you see this woman. Let me.
Is she hot?
That's a
Probably.
great question.
Have you met me?
Oh, Jen's DMing style?
Have you seen my Pinterest boards?
Look, if she's not pretty, we're leaving her.
They are borderline safe for work.
So you see her fully standing on the rock and waving as you guys get close. "Help! My ride was stolen by pirates and they dumped me and my husband overboard since we didn't have any coin, but they still kept my child." And she begins
she's
looking
got a
around.
husband.
Now, why would they dump you, but not the? Okay, well, she's going with us. That's that.
Oh my gosh.
I need no more questions answered. We're about to burn a ship down. Let's do this.
You ever played Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Oh my
No, I'm
gosh.
kidding. That's just a joke from Sumner.
All
So
right,
they. Why would
you
they
look at
leave
her
you
in the
alive?
face and you see, and she's saying like, "My husband, like they took him, or they threw us overboard and they kept my child." And she said, "I've been calling out to anybody, but no one can hear me." And she starts freaking out. She's like, "I'm gonna die here."
I'm gonna kind of like get her and what race is she?
She looks like a human woman with very
Okay.
tan skin.
Can I roll insight to see if I can gauge the sincerity?
Sure.
This could be a human trafficking trap.
That'd be gross.
One of those. 13.
trying to Mad Max
That
us.
old
13?
chestnut.
You feel like she's genuinely having a hyperventilation act, like
Okay.
incident.
I see.
So she's really freaking out. And Kuros asks how she looks. She's a very tan complexion of the darker tone, and her eyes are yellow and strikingly beautiful. She has
course.
white hair braided and hanging over one shoulder in front of her, and it appears to be dyed because her eyebrows are extremely black in color. So she stands there. And she says, "I'm just asking for help, please. All of their belongings, all of the people, they're being tortured. They took my child. Please help me."
I've like already started like trying to bring her to our ship and get her on board.
Yeah,
So-
I agree.
She just completely goes into your arms, and you guys kind of take her back to the ship. And she's like, "I can't
Hello.
believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening." And I'm sure everybody is going to die. And she's just
Are you
crying
okay?
and freaking out.
This
Rattles
time,
in
I'm
ex-
gonna be very no, I'm gonna be. Oh, you're all right. You're safe. We'll do what we can to help you out, and we got this. Just you'll be all right. Just trying to calm her down and reassure her that she's gonna be okay. That all this is gonna be okay.
Hey, so Galvin, what are you doing while Kuros takes her back to the ship?
I'm going to see if there's any belongings around the rocks she was on, or any other clue, I suppose. Just, I don't know how long she's been here.
Okay, yeah, you can roll for perception.
What do your bird eyes see?
Yeah. Of course, I'm not going to leave anyone here just stranded, but, I need to know. 22.
All right, so you fly around and down and everywhere, and when you fly up into the sky, you actually see kind of off in the distance, like these lantern light just kind of glowing in the darkness, illuminating the air and the sky, and it looks like a ship kind of in the very long
she
distance.
Was just left here, which explains the level of anxiety she's having. Okay. I fly back to the ship and I report back to Kuros specifically since he knows. But so I'll fly back to Kuros and I say, Kuros, there's a ship up ahead. It looks like could be the ship that dropped off this woman. Do we have her name yet?
Well, no, I'm trying to get her to at least be a bit calmer. But you say you saw a ship.
Yeah, they took our ship. We were being transported to Nyx for just a trip, and then this pirate ship came, and the pirates came on, and they stole it, and they kept all the children. What are they going to do with the children?
We'll get the children back. I promise you that. But you say that a ship came up and took your ship, so they now have 2 ships. Galvin, how many ships did you see? I thought you said you only saw 1.
I only saw 1.
Can you tell me how big your ship was? How big their ship was? What I need some more information.
It's smaller than this one. It doesn't have any. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cannons, 7 cannons. And it was being run by just this guy who makes maps, and it was just an adventure, and our family was allowed to go on it, and it was just me and 3 other families.
All right.
That's fine. That's enough.
You know how big of a pirate
I begin walking away to report all of this to Chains.
Okay.
Do you know how big the pirate ship was that attacked you?
No.
All right. Go below deck. Try and calm your nerves. And we'll take this taken care of. I start shouting orders to Pip and Neen and everyone to start moving the ship. They were heading north, but northeast, right? Northwest.
They're headed towards Nyx.
Oh, well, yeah, but I want to look and try and see the ship that Galvin was talking about, and then just kind of start directing us in that direction.
Okay. So as you're standing at the helm, roll perception. Because Galvin was in the sky when he saw this.
Nat 20.
Wow. So with Galvin's help in the bird's nest.
The
bird's nest. You guys do manage to get to where you see it in the distance. Rattle, do you want to do anything? I cut you off.
Rattle wants to kind of look over to Chains. I assume Rattle's still at the wheel and Chains is kind of supervising since he's the captain. And he wants to say, "Your orders."
I have to agree with Kuros on this. We will follow all these orders he's giving out.
Very well. And Rattle starts turning the wheel to make sure that the rudder is pointing us, in accordance with the sails towards the boat.
I feel like we're teaching about boats.
So Vanak just sits there. His job's been taken.
Bird up.
Took our
Bird up.
Sorry.
So
Go push a cannon or something.
Go push a cannon or something. All right. So
It's rude.
you guys continue to sail in the same direction as the other ship, and you actually you begin to see the ship just ahead, and it slowly begins turning. It appears to be just kind of turning in place. But you're coming down on it. What is the group doing?
I mean, I'm kind of getting prepared to board.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm gonna talk to Chains. Captain, I'm sorry. I kind of took command for a moment. It's hard for me to ignore stuff like this, and I'm grateful that you are of the same mind as I am in this, and I would like permission.
This is why you are my first mate.
I would like to be permission to be a boarding party.
Of course.
And I want to approach as well into this conversation, if you don't mind. And I want to say, if I may, I'd like to approach this ship cordially, with our lanterns on, and perhaps Kuros and I could talk to them, see what they are doing. What are they posing as?
Rattle visibly does not like this decision. He's like making this like low, like.
Jen, does this boat? I know we have these big cannons. Does it have the smaller mounted cannons that on swivels, perhaps?
That protected Davy Jones' heart.
Yes.
Yes.
It does have these?
Yeah.
Okay. I want what is that like considered like something that has to be like a proficiency thing at all? Like how
To
does
know
that
how to
even
use it?
function?
I would
think Chains would.
I would think you would because you were a pirate.
Sea vessel,
Okay.
you are proficient with anything that will be on a sea vessel.
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
it's purely
That's
based
my-
on background.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I think that's perfect for your background. You're good. You know.
All right, how many
Pirate.
are on each side of the ship?
2.
2? One on the
Mhm.
front, one on the back?
Yep.
Okay. I look to Rattle, I say, I want you on the small cannon on the front of the boat.
Rattle gives like a single nod and just like hops off and looks at Vanak and salutes. And then I imagine Vanak salutes back, and then Rattle runs up to the front of the boat.
So yeah, Vanak's back on helm. I look to Rav, Galvin, and Kuros, and I say, you three will be the boarding party. If for some reason things go south, I need some kind of warning.
You can make a bird
I look
call.
to Galvin.
I can absolutely make a bird call, but this is not something I'd wish to do. If we go weapons in hand, they
It
will
may not
assume
be
a
something
fight.
we wish to do, but we have to have a contingency plan.
Oh, of course. But what I'm suggesting is that we approach them. Perhaps she said they are pirates.
We
If
need
they
to
are
be
pirates, they'll want
prepared.
this ship. We
Yeah,
have a
but
much
we need
larger
to-
ship.
We need to be prepared to fight, but we could also come friendly.
Because what if they're not? We're taking
Yeah,
her
and
word
then we
at
punch them.
I agree. We let Rav punch them individually.
I will punch all of them in the face.
She'll have so many teeth in her collection.
You don't. know
Perhaps
about
one
that.
of you can take my place on the
I've seen your
mounted cannon
jokes.
on the rear.
Say that again.
I
don't
may
think
need
heard
one.
you.
I may need to trade with one of you, since I have a bit of a pirate background myself. I might be able to convince them
Parlay.
of something.
So what if we approach them with something else in mind? Not mention the woman we found. What if we say we're low on supplies and see where the conversation goes?
If they're pirates, you really think they're willing to help
I
us?
don't think. they
No,
negotiate.
absolutely not, but that will tell us, will it not?
We don't negotiate with pirates.
We do not negotiate with pirates. I agree.
Rattle's on the gun at the very front, and he's like starting to get this nervous feeling because he's thinking if there are pirates and we're flying up on the back of them, their first thought is going to be aggression, and they might shoot first.
Well, that will be our telltale sign, will it not? Then
Well,
we go
he's
in.
not- this is just what Rattle's thinking. He's not saying it to anyone. He's just
Mhm.
nervous.
Oh,
on the
I
gun.
see. I
He's
see.
got
I see.
the
I see.
anxiety.
Galvin, we can always get on the ship and see their immediate reaction. If they immediately become aggressive, we can
Then
become aggressive, and we don't have to kill anyone.
We fire away.
We can subdue
Sink
them.
We
the
don't need
ship.
we don't need to sink the ship. We can just try and take out the crew, and see if we can talk to somebody in charge and figure out what's going on.
That's
If they
probably
have
more
people captive-
reasonable.
if they have women and children and innocent people captive on the ship,
We don't want to sink it.
we'll know pretty quickly just from getting on the ship what their reaction is.
Aye.
We need to come at them at a wide berth. Give them time to get acquainted with us. You know, we move in closely, but not immediately come up on them.
Aye. So you and Rattle will stay aboard, and then Kuros, Rav, and I will aboard. Do I
Thought that
have
was the opposite of what he said.
He wants to go on because he's a pirate.
Yeah, I
man.
think Chains wanted to go because he's a pirate and he can talk on their level.
I
Yeah.
see. And who is joining you in this quest?
Well, which one of you would like to
Welcome
take my
to the
spot
game.
on the rear mounted cannon?
Well, Captain, if you're boarding the ship, then I think it's not too bold of me. It might be my responsibility to stay on the ship, as much as it pains
I
me.
would very much like to go with you, Chains.
Same.
Okay,
Because I can just punch people into unconsciousness.
then it is decided.
I will do
Alright,
my
so-
best to keep my mouth shut.
Keep this beak closed.
So as you continue forward, you see the ship is continuing to turn on its side. So now you're coming at it, and it's like a T at this point. And you get close.
As we begin rapidly closing the distance, I want to kind of come up to Galvin and put a hand on his shoulder and just, Galvin, it really pains me that I can't be joining you on that ship. Will you make me a promise?
Suppose that would
You know,
depend,
you
now wouldn't
technically
it?
could, actually.
Well,
Because we could put one of the grung on the cannon.
Well, but Captain, if it... that's your
They all just
I'm
stand.
here.
Yes.
you're the captain. I'll do as you command, but it's my opinion that if you're not going to be on the ship giving commands, it should be someone else with some authority.
But
That.
Jack is here too. As well.
But Galvin, if you will make me the promise that your top priority will be rescuing anyone in danger, get them to the ship. I can watch over them from there. Take care of what you need to. But I beseech you that be your top priority.
Saving people's lives is the only reason we're on this journey to begin with. You have my word, Kuros.
I kind of give him like a pat on the shoulder, 2 pats, and I turn around and walk away.
As you pat him on the shoulder, your moment is abruptly disrupted by the sounds of screams and coming from the other ship.
There's our answer.
And the ship is still turning slowly, and you're close enough to see a few hats that are very like the depiction of wannabe pirate hats. You see them shuffling around the boat quickly, some running. There appears to be 6. And the boat is slowly...
Yeah. That's
There's a boat.
Do they, based on their body movements, like what are they doing actually? Are they just standing there like...
No, so
I'm
they're
a pirate.
running around frantically. You heard screams coming from the ship, and
Captain, permission to be part of the boarding party. I can stand here and people in trouble.
Yeah, put him
Yes.
on here with us.
as you
Rattle
say
wants-
Babe on-
permission to
babe
be
on
part
the,
of the boarding party, you hear fire, and a
Oh,
cannon
shit.
comes flying towards your ships, and they come shouting and scrambling, and you see the ship picking up speed towards you. Roll for initiative.
I'm
Ah.
gonna punch them.
Time to
Good
kill
moments,
some
though.
friends.
Good moments.
So much prep for a cannonball.
14.
I got an 18.
I got a 12.
Rattle got a 19.
Damn, Rattle.
Good.
He's a dex build, baby. I like that you can say that about any of our characters.
Right?
Pretty much.
It's the perfect shirt.
Galvin got a 12.
Oh, I also got a 12.
My initiative modifier is 4.
Mine's +7.
You go first.
Forgot. So we've got Rattle, Kuros, Chains, get Perfect.
I will always
Rattle
go
and
first.
chains going first.
Rattle and
Chains.
Marley and Marley.
Hmm.
Oh, they're gonna make a band. With
Or-
Hold on, I'm
our
just putting my
cannons
people
prepped.
down here.
They're gonna retire and just form like a jazz band called Rattle and Chains.
Rattle the
Perfect.
drummer.
No, it's like Chains will be like the spoken word, like part of the jazz, and Rattle will just imitate every instrument at once with his own mouth.
No,
Okay, so they
no.
entirely turned around.
Yeah, I thought they were. You
They
said
were
we
turning,
coming at 'em
and
at
then
a T.
as you were coming at a T, they continued turning, and then fire. And now they have come towards you, and it is the captain of their ship's turn first. So he commands the ship crew around, and I'm on the wrong layer.
Played enough Assassin's Creed to know where this is going.
They
We
disappeared.
defeated them. Great job.
Well
Good job.
done.
All gone.
Oh god. All
Rattle Fighter
right.
Warrior, the whole ship.
Rattle just sends them to a different dimension.
Perfect.
I knew I had you around for a reason.
I don't know what happened to the women and children, but they're gone.
They're gone. New ship.
Casualties of war.
Yeah, that's collateral damage.
See y'all next week. See y'all next.
Okay, you can see them, right? Yes.
Are we the bad guys?
Yeah, I think we are.
Are we the fatties? All right, so the captain is ordering his men around, and they're getting locked onto cannons on the left side, and we have one that's sticking back, and he takes a long hand crossbow, and he just starts shooting, and the person closest is Crick, and he misses with a 5. So that brings us to Rattle.
If Bev dies again, I'm gonna be sad.
So I pictured like Rattle was anxious knowing this was going to happen kind of in his gut. And as soon as that first cannon flashed, Rattle wants to aim his cannon directly at the flash that he saw. So, and I want to shoot my cannon at their cannon.
Okay, perfect. You gonna use the cannon?
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't know how.
Just roll to hit. You're good.
Like with my regular modifiers and stuff?
Yes. Okay. No modifier on the... Just roll a d20.
We're just winging it.
16.
Okay, so the cannon goes flying and it smashes into the ship on the pirate side, and you hear screams from down below. And it hits underneath where you were trying to hit. And that, any bonus actions or anything else you wanted to do?
I guess as bonus action, I'm going to put a Hunter's Mark on the captain. Okay,
perfect. And that brings us to pirate number 2. And he's in the back. He actually takes his turn to go run below the deck. And that brings us to pirate number 3. Where is he?
I feel like I should have already fashioned a grenade for this encounter.
Pirate number 3 is gone. I gotta make a pirate.
Should just always be fashioning grenades.
Dude, I know. I need to buy more ball bearings.
Well, now that you mentioned that, Kuros does have 1,000 ball bearings.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh. So pirate number 3 takes his light crossbow and he shoots it out with a 19 towards Galvin.
That hits.
All right.
Galvin, no.
8. There it is. 5 piercing damage. And that takes us to Kuros.
All right.
Before chains and...
Yeah, I thought chains.
I got an 18.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so then Kuros, I got that backwards. Okay, so chains.
Okay. I think I will fashion this with some of my ball bearings.
Okay, that will take your entire turn.
Yes, but I imagine Kuros is trying to run past me. Are you trying to like run and jump on this other boat right now? Is that going to be your plan?
That's
okay, I figured that was going to happen. I'm going to throw an arm out to like stop you and kind of motion to what I'm doing first and be like, wait a minute.
There are people in trouble. I don't know if I can wait.
He says, trust me.
The paladin in him is strong.
There are people literally crying out for help.
They will still be there.
The screams.
They ain't going
as long as Rattle does not shoot them with the cannon, they will still be there.
So as you hear the pirate go below ship, you hear the screams intensify. And so Chains is turning to Kuros and says, wait, and you hear, ah, like from underneath.
Under the floorboard.
Under the floorboards. And,
okay.
All right, and so Chains, you begin fashioning your bomb.
Yes.
Roll a flat d20.
A flat d20?
Just give me the fail ratio.
The fail ratio?
No,
Ominous.
Fucking roll a d20. I say nothing. You just roll it.
I got a 12. What does that mean?
Okay, perfect.
You won't ever
that
know.
brings us that brings us to Kuros.
All right, so Kuros, he runs up, and Chains kind of puts out a hand and tells him to wait.
Okay.
Kuros can't. It's too core in his personality to help anybody, like crying out for help.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as I start like running, I'm gonna shout to Crick and Neen and Beb to drop the anchor, hit the capstone, and I'm going to. Hold on, I need to check my movement distance. It's probably going to require my. So 30 feet to get to here. Grabbing a rope, and I'm going to swing across.
Okay, roll athletics.
+1, so that is a 12.
Okay, so you make it, but you don't make it the full 25 feet to land onto it. You make it to the edge. So now you're holding on to the edge.
So I want to use my action to take the dash action just to get an extra 30 feet.
Cool. So you make it on.
Yeah, so I'm going to run over here to their capstone and slam it so that we're not just going to be sailing past each other.
Okay. So attacks of opportunity then.
Yep.
From pirate number 6, he sees you getting on, and he comes at you with his scimitar, and he hits with an 18.
Yep, that hits.
All right, so that's a 6. 6 slashing damage, and then pirate number 5, he comes down with his scimitar with a 5. He misses.
I mean, technically I didn't leave their range, but no, that's, yeah. So with my bonus action, I would like to activate my heroic moment to give me crits on 19s or 20s.
Perfect. Okay, is that your move?
Mm-hmm.
Rav.
I don't like listening to Chains either, because these poor innocent people are being hurt, and that's a core personality trait of mine, is to be mad about that. So I'm just gonna take my drunken ass and run and try to jump to the other side of that boat.
Roll for athletics.
Rattle is the only loyal sailor on this ship.
Chains is just holding his bomb. Like
just
I got a 17.
Okay, you make it across.
Alright, let me move myself. And I'm gonna just like be cool about it and like roll. I don't know, I guess here. Yeah, there we go. And
Alright.
I would like to punch this dude in the back of the head.
Okay, roll to hit.
donkey punch. You're gonna make him swallow his tongue.
I got a 17.
Okay, you hit.
Sorry.
You're avenging me. He did 6 damage.
You
Yeah,
did damage.
3. Just punched him in the... And I'm not gonna
Alright,
burn a
so
key
he
point
took
or anything.
it. Bam. Any bonus actions?
No, I'm not gonna...
Alright.
You can punch
Not
without.
gonna extra punch.
I'll extra punch. I always forget I'll extra punch.
Yeah.
Yes.
With my other...
And key
I have
points
2
are
hands.
2 extra punches.
Yeah, so 4. Well, that's a 7, so...
Alright, you missed. Bam, bam. And that brings us to Galvin.
So Galvin's going to fly forward and fly right above pirate number 5 and take that. I am below the ship. Can I? Could you
Fly above pirate number 5 goes under the water.
Move your
And,
thing, move your thing, I'll put him above.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it'd be funny.
It was funny. There you go. Oh, no. What have I done?
He's
All the
learning how to
people are gone.
I won. So
There we go. All right, we're good.
Rattled
So-
it again.
oh, so Kuros is there. Oh, that changes what I do actually. So he does that. I'm gonna fly right here.
Where's here? Descriptor.
Here. Oh, right in between Pirate number 5 and the captain on the opposite side of Kuros.
Perfect.
And then as I land, I think I take an area of opportunity attack from pirate number 4, though.
You do. All right. So as you fly by, he comes at you with his scimitar with a nat 20.
Why did I remind you? Go ahead.
I was gonna do it. He didn't land
Guts
yet.
you mid-flight.
So he got you mid-flight.
All right,
Nat
so
20.
misses.
Scimitar is a 12.
All right.
Plus 1, 13 damage.
13 damage? Okay.
Yeah. For crit.
Are you okay?
Crit. I'm I look different. So I'll say that much.
Valid.
And then the second I land, though, you guys are going to hear this lightning strike that's going to strike upon the ship, but you don't see anything. And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
That'll affect pirate number 5 and captain. And they have to make the damage is going to happen, but they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Galvin got a healing potion.
Yep.
Nat 20 con save for...
Ben,
Yes, I heard. Take it.
stop it with your nat 20s.
Oh,
stop it.
Oh, Mookie, Galvin.
You have to,
And
buy
an
Jen
11 for the
worst
captain.
dice.
Can I use inspiration for that? For
To,
your nat 20?
no.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Can I inspire a shittier roll from you?
I was like, wait, what are you asking? Okay. So did either of them? You got one nat 20 and one what?
11.
Okay, so the 11. Okay, so it's gonna be 7 thunder damage for full damage. So
Okay.
for the one that did the nat 20, it's 3 damage, right? And then the one that did 11 gets pushed 10 feet away from me.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
So is it captain or pirate for number
The
5?
captain is moving. He failed, so he gets pushed 10 feet.
10 feet away from me. Yep.
Okay, perfect. So he kind of gets super close to the cannon behind him, and he's like, ugh. And any bonus actions?
I want to cast Healing Ward on myself.
You
Okay.
also just got a healing potion too.
I did, but I'm using my bonus action.
The guild has
so-
provided a healing.
4. Okay, go for it.
You,
All right, so that brings us to
first level spell.
what?
You can't cast 2 spells above first level in a turn.
Oh, you are so right.
Oh, I
Boy,
thought that was.
you are so right.
Boy.
Thanks for reminding me.
You
That gets
don't
no
heal
bonus
yourself.
I'm sorry.
So
No, thank
pirate
you.
number 5, he takes his cannon and he utilizes it against the ship, and that is a 16, which hits. So a cannon goes crashing into you guys' ship, and pirate number 6 does the same. Oh no, he doesn't. He turns around because Rav punched him. He tries to punch back with his hand, gets a 10, so he missed.
Sucks.
He is not. He got freaking donkey punched. He is
I tell
out.
him that too. I'm like,
He's not doing too good.
You're a shitty
So
pirate.
it's the Grung's turn. Nin comes running over to a cannon, and so does Crick and Beb and Peep, and we're gonna
Blow 'em away, boy.
blow him away with a miss, a hit, a miss, and a hit. So we got 2 cannons that just go. They go flying and hit the ship on the right side of the ship that you guys are currently on, and it actually starts to just begin slightly to tilt. And that brings us to pirate number 1. And pirate number 1 is on a cannon. He hits. So we have 3 hits into the ship right now, currently. And you have no idea how many you guys can withstand. The ship isn't looking too good. So that brings us to pirate number 4. And pirate number 4 turns around and attacks Galvin because he just flew over him and attacked him. So he turns around, he takes his scimitar and swings down with the 14.
Misses.
He misses, and that brings us back to the
swoosh.
captain. And the captain just slammed against one of the cannons, and he gets up, and he's not doing too good, but he sees Kuros, and he comes over to him. He makes his moves, and he gives you a good old longsword, double-sided, double-fisted, double-held, I don't know the words. And
Two-handed.
Comes down with a 19. Two-handed, thank you.
Both
Thank you.
hands.
Hits with a 19, and that's a D10.
This is why she's gonna murder us.
Because I can do this quickly.
Because we make fun of words.
Damn it! 7 damage. And then he picks up his sword again, and he swings one more time. 5. He misses. And that brings us to Rattle.
Rattle is going to swing the cannon around this time, and he's going to bonus action activate Planar Warrior utilizing the cannon. I just picture like the glow starts from his eyes and transfers down into the cannon, and the cannon glows white. And he's going to mark the captain and fire the cannon directly at the captain.
God.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Kill him. Do it now.
No shit.
Did
Did
you
you
get a
get a
nat
nat
20?
20?
How's it feel, Jen?
So you
That's a
aim,
Planar
you
Warrior,
aim
Hunter's
perfect.
Mark, and a cannon.
Roll the
Jesus
damage. The
Christ,
cannon is
Rattle.
going to be 5 flat damage.
5 flat damage.
Yeah, but he's
Plus-
going to get pushed like with it.
Is it
So
shooting BBs?
Shooting cannons, Sumner.
I feel like
you should be coconut-sized little guys.
Okay. So with the cannon, Hunter's Mark, and the Planar Warrior, that's only 18 damage.
Did I say 5? I meant 15.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That's why I was like, why is everyone not happy?
5 damage, huh?
28 damage.
28 damage.
Yeah.
So he sees the cannon, and it comes flying. It bulldozes
Ow!
kind of through pirate number 4, and he takes the 5 flat damage, is what I meant. And then it comes to the captain, and he gets pushed back, and he's against the side of the ship with a cannon, and he takes 28 damage.
Yep.
Could you imagine if that would have like flipped him over the overboard?
He just immediately just starts puking blood out as he's flying back. He's not doing too good. And then that guy took 5. All right, and that brings us to pirate number 2.
You're my boy, Rattle.
Squawk!
So pirate number 2 went below deck, so he is still below deck. Pirate number 3 sees what's happening, and he runs over to the captain.
Yeah, he is devastated.
My captain!
My crap.
No!
My captain! So he comes running over to the captain, and he touches him, and you see his hand light up, and the captain's no longer puking
Oh,
blood.
hell no.
Rattle reloads.
Fix that.
And that brings us to
loader.
Chains.
Stop that Healy boy.
All right, so I've got a nade now. Am I right?
A nade.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I was like, what?
Terrified of what you're about to do.
Can
Ready.
you throw it at the captain?
Should have obeyed the captain.
Galvin goes for the captain.
Okay.
I'm magnetized to Chain's explosives.
I say, Galvin, catch.
I wanna like baseball swing it.
Use your staff and just.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I am going to pull out my short bow, and I'm going to take a shot at Pirate 6.
Thought you were gonna take
Okay, Pirate 6, short bow, roll to hit.
I highly doubt an 11 is going to hit him.
It does not. So a short bow goes past, and it kind of goes in between the pirate and Kuros, and Kuros kind of sees that Chain's missed. And that brings us to Kuros.
Kuros
All right, so
thinks he's being
Kuros
shot at.
Or Kuros thinks he's being shot at.
Gonna draw his scimitar's attachment to make his double scimitar, and then he's going to move probably again with move here. So boom, and then another 10 feet to get to the downstairs of the ship, and he's gonna follow pirate number 2 who's downstairs.
Yep.
Do I see him downstairs?
Yeah, so you can see him downstairs, and you see 3 children tied up, and they're screaming and cowering in his presence, but they don't appear to be damaged.
I am going to. How far away are they?
About 50 feet.
I am going to hold out my double-bladed scimitar and use something I've never used before.
All right.
A friend of mine do it many a time. I'm going to, from my scimitar, launch a guiding bolt at him.
Ah! All
Is that the
right.
first spell? That's the first spell he's ever used. Well, no, he's done ceremony. He's done rituals.
Yeah.
Like, nothing to
But it's the
hurt
first
people.
spell he's used. First time he's
That's
used
pretty
spell.
epic though for Kuros. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
roll the
Get away
hit.
from those kids!
It's like launching out of his weapon. 22 to hit.
All right, you hit.
All right, 4d6s.
Oh boy.
I imagine you're spinning it like Aang does with his bow staff thing.
Water trap.
What a drag.
12 radiant damage against him.
Nice.
I'm gonna say, get away from them. Just aiming my scimitar at him, just smoking with the energy that I just launched from it.
Oh my gosh. How much damage was that?
It's like smoking
12.
barrel.
12 damage. Okay. Oh my
And the
god.
next time someone attacks him, they have advantage.
Nice.
Perfect. So it looks crispy. You guided bolted him into the microwave. So, is that any bonus actions?
And
I don't think I have any bonus actions I can do.
Okay. So that brings us to Rav.
What's up?
Not much.
Okay. I'm gonna
Playing
punch
D&D.
this dude again. Because, he tried to hit me and it didn't really go that well for him. At a 18.
To hit, you hit.
Okay. Damage. That is 5.
He's dead. So punch him to death. Tell me how it happens.
Oh, I just keep hitting him until he stops moving.
Perfect.
Like, I grab him by the shirt and I just keep going. And then when he's done, I just shove him off.
stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
No, you ever see Boondock Saints where they go to the guy's like beating him with a cue ball and he just is like on the ground like dead and he's just still like
Yeah, that's me.
slamming him? Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
boy. All right, so we've got a dead pirate over here. Bam. All right, so that brings us to Galvin. Unless you have any bonus actions, Rav, any movement?
I can, I can move to Pirate 5 and then burn a key point and Fury blows this dude.
That's fine.
So I just saw this guy that's next to me withstand my thunder wave,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna slash at him with the Talon of the Tempest.
Well, Rav is still attacking right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
still
got a
attacking.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
got a 22.
Sorry, I'm so
No,
sorry.
you're good. I was gonna wait.
My first Fury blows up to 22.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
gosh!
outcome
All right,
of this
you
might
hit.
change. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
That's 4 damage, and then the next one is a 6. That's a 10, so.
All right, so you hit the once. So Galvin comes running up with his Talon of the Tempest and sees Rav punch the shit out of him one time. Now, what's your moves?
He's still
Yeah.
up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure I'm not about to slash a corpse, So, because, Rav creates those, so I have to
do.
make sure.
I love that imagery of her just beating a guy to death, pushing him overboard, and then like snap teleporting to the next guy.
No, the image in my head is she's beating this guy who's already dead, but she's still like just beating him, getting blood on her fist, and looks up, sees a guy like 10 feet from her,
He's like,
throws that body overboard and just goes right at him.
I've always wondered why, the fear, effect doesn't, sink in. Because I feel like if you were this pirate number 5 and you just saw someone just bash someone's skulls in with their bare hands, and then they look at you, I feel like, I don't know, fear would help.
Just
I mean,
points,
fear would just
"You're nice."
automatically,
Just up against the railing, like, "Ah!"
just,
I'm gonna get a
knew that guy.
reputation.
I knew that guy.
Is it a 16 hit?
A 16 hits.
Yay! Yay.
Okay.
I'm a man.
Oh, yeah?
9 slashing damage.
I'm a bird man.
All right, you 9 slashing damage on pirate number 5.
Yep. I slash through his his important region. You know, like from his neck to like his belly.
Perfect.
Important reason.
It's thoracic.
His thoracic. Yeah, not his lumbar or his cervical, but his thoracic.
So that brings us to pirate number 5. He turns. He doesn't know who to hit. So he claps his hands. Everyone make a dex saving throw.
I clap my hands too.
Wait, everyone on the boat?
No. Sorry. Rav and Galvin. That's the distance. Oh, and pirate number 4.
21.
Pass.
Wait, what was it?
A dex save.
Save.
Oh, okay.
Dex save, baby.
Good, because you know what?
I'm a dex bill, baby.
19.
A 19, you both pass. I'm so
Yay!
happy. Pirate number 4 failed. So you guys you see lightning come from him, and it kind of whooshes out. You guys don't move. Pirate number 4 moves and falls below deck where Kuros is. He falls down the steps.
Just Kuros go, oh, hey.
And you guys take
Falls into his sword.
3 damage each.
Okay.
And pirate number 4 also takes damage. Let me do that. Oh, pirate number 4 dies. So pirate flies down the steps, lands next to Kuros, who just guiding bolted the guy downstairs, and now a dead body falls next to you from above. Good stuff. Good stuff. So that brings us to pirate number 6. And pirate number 6, where did he go? Where is he?
dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
he's
dead.
I
That's
punched
why.
him to death.
It's the Grong's turn. Let's go. Ship damage. Bam. We got a hit. Another hit. A miss. And a hit. 3 more cannons. You see that water is beginning to pour below. Kuros, you see water beginning to pour below, where all the children are tied up. And that brings us to pirate number 1, who blows a hole into the ship. No, he doesn't. He missed with an 8. And pirate number 4
Died.
is dead.
He's dead.
So that brings us to the captain, who is underneath the cannonball, but he was just healed by his pirate companion.
That was a mistake.
He has
And
fucked up now.
he
His
takes
chest is now
his
concave.
little crossbow. Misses anybody with an 8. He tried. And that brings us to Rattle.
I love that this cannon is bolt action.
I know.
I've swapped it out for the Madeus.
Oh my god.
Oh.
He's
But no, I'm gonna same as last time. Another one right at him.
Okay.
Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. Oh, that one's only a 2.
You miss. So that one just goes into the water. You loaded it wrong.
could I have if he had shot that at me, could I have caught that and thrown it?
You could
Like
try.
alley-oops it into him.
I'd be fine with that.
Just alley-oop the cannonball into him.
Just makes her arms into a C shape and just lets it roll along the curve.
That's a roll of cool. I'm all right with that. So that brings us to pirate number 2. Down below the deck. He's still alive. He just got guided bolted by Kuros. He takes out his scimitar and he comes charging with an 11. He misses. He's not doing too good. He's crispy. His eyes have melted out of his face, but he's still trying.
Oh,
He's not doing too good. Pirate number 3, he turns to Galvin and he takes out his hand crossbow and he misses with a 3. And that brings us to Chains.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm going to move between Crick and Neen,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a shot at pirate number 1.
All right.
Ooh, what do you know? That's a 24.
You hit.
Okay.
So flat 15 damage.
No, it's
I'm using my bow.
Oh, your bow, my bad.
We don't want to like sink this ship.
Well, I didn't know if he was
He's already
aiming it
starting
at
to
the
think.
person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Beb.
Tell that to You're right. Yep. They're the ones doing it.
Beb is like, this is the
That was
most
like
fun I've had in my life.
What is all of this technology?
13 damage.
You kill him.
Nice.
I shoot at you.
So explain his death.
So I am, I'm just taking a shot, and I'm aiming right for his dome, going right for the skull.
Perfect. Skull him, and you skull him. He did it. He died.
Right in the eye
And
socket.
any bonus actions?
No, I'm gonna hold on to this grenade.
I like.
Okay.
I like the image of like us like hand-to-hand combat, like guiding bolt, tsh, poof, and then all of a sudden Chains is like, I'm gonna arc it, and all of a sudden in the distance you just hear, and he's like, I got
Perfect.
it.
Like in the way, like out of focus background. he just
Exactly,
gets back
exactly.
With the arrow, just
And then back to Rav or whoever.
We're back to Kuros. Underneath the floorboards, the water is beginning to rush in. Children are getting swept up. What are you doing?
Oh,
So I am. I'm going to run past this guy to the. I'm going to go to the children,
Okay.
and I'm going
To the
to
children.
use my scimitar to try and like cut their bonds. And is it rope bonds or is it chain bonds?
Rope.
I'm going to cut their ropes,
Bail bond.
and I'm going to tell them, get to the top. You'll find a birdman. He'll take you to a safe ship.
Okay.
And
So
then I'm
they're
gonna,
kind
and then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to kind of like move with them back towards pirate number 2, and
Okay.
kind of engage him so that he won't.
Okay.
stop the kids.
Yeah, you can attack if you want.
Oh, cool! Hell yeah!
That's just talking. You're good.
Doing my double attack. You know.
I
you
what I do.
bang.
know what I
have
do.
advantage on my first one because of guiding bolt.
Yes.
So the first one
Inspiration. Damn it.
was a
You still have it.
13. I'm gonna use one of my inspirations for advantage on the second attack as well,
Okay. So you hit.
and that's a 19, which is a crit because I'm in my heroic moment. Beep, 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 beep.
He's so heroic. Kill him.
I am going to actually not kill him. I'm going to
He doesn't have eyes.
Going to waterboard him.
look. I'm going to so do I hit with my first attack?
Yes.
So I'm going to hit him with the blunt end of my scimitar on the first attack, and the second attack is just going to be a gut punch, but
Okay.
I'm burning a divine smite. So that's
Okay.
4d8 radiant damage and 2 bludgeoning damage.
He's proven a point at this time. I've literally explained his like health points in any manner I could.
22 damage he took just from the punch.
Please tell me how he's disintegrated. Like
So I kind of like I come at him with like what he thinks is going to be a slash, but it's actually a feint, and I come around at the and hit him in the back of the head with the other side of the scimitar, the blunt
Donkey
side.
punch.
okay.
I come with
Sorry.
a spin around and just like with one of my hands just nail him right in the gut,
Okay.
and that's where like an explosion of just radiant light comes out.
All right.
He's not exploded, but he just kind of smoking falls to the ground, and
And the water begins to rush in, and all these children are gonna make strength saves as they try to run up.
God.
One of
Y'all
the children
sorry.
makes it upstairs.
He was the
The children
chunkiest
makes
child.
it upstairs, and the last child gets swept away by water.
can
So as the dead body with
try and
radiant
like
damage,
reach out and grab for him.
that's too many moves.
That's
Rav,
I mean,
what does that mean?
Ralph doesn't know what's going on downstairs.
Freak
Mr. Skywalker, what do we do?
No.
I did tell the children to find
That's Princess
no.
Sparklefist. That's not me. I can't take credit.
Okay. Oh.
Rav wants to go over, kind of like bebop over to the captain, and I just want to boot him in the face.
All right, he's downed by a cannon that's too heavy for him. So
Yeah, I'm gonna kick him in the face.
okay, roll to hit.
That is a 14.
All right, you hit.
And in the face, that's a 6.
Just the once. 6 damage.
Yeah.
All right, so he takes it, kick to the face. You hear like a crack in his neck, but he's still good. Probably went to the chiropractor just now.
I feel so
Any
much better,
bonus?
thank
Do you have any bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him in the face again.
Roll it in.
I don't like this man.
We'll pop another bone for you.
That's an 18.
You hit.
This asshole. 6 damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you're fucking him up. So he's taking it on the floor with a cannon in his chest, and he's looking at you, and you got.
So I'm just kicking him, and I'm yelling, "What did you learn?" Just kicking him in the face.
And he says, "They say he just can't." But he gets out like, "They make good money."
I'm a businessman.
I'm a businessman.
I'm selling accessories. Ah!
That brings us to Galvin.
So the guy in front of pirate number 5 is still alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing at him again.
Fuck him up, Galvin.
How is he looking, out of curiosity? Am I hitting a very healthy man?
He goes to the gym.
He goes to the gym.
It's important for me to know.
Pirate number 5.
Check him out, and then I hit him.
He looks fine. He turns around. He says, "What?"
I cast Thunder Wave again.
Okay, perfect. What is that?
Recovery days.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. He got a 2.
So he takes 10 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Overboard.
Well, I think so.
Oh man. Almost.
That's overboard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bye.
That's how that.
you done got sent, son.
So, all right, he gets pushed overboard, and he's in the water. So he's gonna start doing my drowning mechanics.
Oh yeah, you get to do that.
I'm gonna do it. So let's see if he landed okay. He landed okay. He's still alive.
Galvin, I choose you.
Well, before my turn ends, also, I'm gonna see Rav alone with the captain and the pirate, and I'm gonna look to them and I say, "You guys are outnumbered," and I go downstairs with Kuros.
You go downstairs and you see that water is pouring in, and there's children
that made it up, and I told to find the Birdman.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and
you
I
see
the
them.
kids.
They
Yeah.
come up to the top, and then you said you go down.
Well, I see the kids run into me.
Yes.
And I immediately pick 2 up. I assume
Okay.
I am assuming
You have 2 arms.
he could just double fist chill. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna go ahead and just say he picks up the 2 children safely and goes to fly to the other boat.
So you go flying over. So you go flying over to the other ship with the children safely,
Phrasing.
and that brings us to pirate number 5, who's gonna make it a strength save. He got a nat 20, so he
Oh.
makes it to the ship. He gets over to our ship, and he is clinged on to the side. You see Beb look over the edge, and he looks up and he goes, "I don't think this is supposed to be how this is." And then that brings us to pirate number 6, who's dead. And then the grung. So Beb, he's over on the edge, and he sees the guy, and he takes his blow dart, and he hangs it over the edge, and he just nat 20 blows darts him in the face.
Oh my god.
Jen, you need new dice.
I will not use this one if it'll make you happy. That's the
Only
one that
use
does
those
it.
for the frogs.
Okay. I'll use all my other dice. We'll see what happens. So you nat 20, blow darts him in the face for 6 damage, killing the pirate. And the pirate goes into the water and floats
Shut
away
a
with the
shut a
current.
lawn dart at him.
And that brings us to Crick and Neen and Peep. They look to Chains because they see that children are there, and they're like, "Shall we do another one, Captain?"
No, I think they are sinking plenty fine now, thank you.
But we can sink them more, Captain.
Bev's got
You
the
could.
bloodlust.
They're like,
But our
they're
people
like
are still on
shaking
board.
because they have like so much energy from using
Bev
the
just
cannons.
hasn't been the same since he came back.
Right.
The girl like, "This is the best week of our lives."
So they hold their turn then. So pirate number 1 is dead, and pirate number 4 is dead.
Also dead.
Perfect. That brings us to the captain, who sees Rav. He uses his little crossbow at a disadvantage, and that's a 3, so he misses. He's struggling. That brings us to Rattle.
Rattle wants to do the same thing. So here we go. Straight 20 roll, right?
Ox is cannon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
18 at the captain.
Oh, dang. Okay, you hit. So,
Okay, no, I want to explain.
I'm just gonna
let's do
duck.
it. He's dead. He's dead. You just gotta
I'm
explain
gonna
it.
duck.
All right, so this is Hunter's Mark, Planar Warrior on a cannonball, and I want to shoot it, and Rattle wants to like give like a caw signal, and I want Rav to oop the cannonball.
Yes.
Jump up. She
Oh.
grabs the cannonball and redirects it straight down into his chest.
Oh my God.
God.
I
Great
slam
ollie
dunk
you
that bitch.
But it's an actual cannonball.
I accept this. He dies. So he takes the damage. You don't even have to roll it. He's dead. So
He's so dead. It's great.
he's very dead.
I
He's
yell
a pulp.
yeet.
I feel Pirate 3 should definitely be afraid now.
He is. he's
like,
just
"What
not
the
okay.
I want to shout across. You still feel like you're on the right team?
He
You could join us. No.
he actually turns and he bows out. He's on the floor.
I'm gonna kick
all
him in the
fours.
face.
Okay, roll a hit.
Rav takes no prisoners.
I want him to know.
I think he does, but go ahead.
He was merely following the
I
orders
got
of
a
his captain.
20.
You punch him. I mean, you kick him. I don't know what you were doing.
I was kicking him. I got 2 damage. Just,
All right.
letting him
He
know.
takes it and he's like, "I'm sorry.
Are you?
I don't know. We're all slaves here, okay?"
Now I feel bad.
And
Hey, the captain wasn't.
that
Yeah.
takes us out of combat.
I am going to try and swim and get the kid who was swept
Okay.
away.
All right. You
I
can
put a plank
roll
across both.
for
ships.
Perception.
I want to bound this guy and bring him over to our ship.
Okay.
Shove him.
He willingly allows you to tie him up.
19.
A 19. You see the kid has taken off with the current. You successfully see him. You can roll athletics to see if you can get to him quickly.
I would like that very much.
And the kid is going to
Please.
make 1 drowning save.
Please save little Timmy.
17 athletics.
Oh, you get to him and grab him and successfully save all
Very
of the
nice.
children.
Yay! You made it sound like he slipped away.
I
He
know.
did.
I know.
Hot minute.
Scared.
Well, children get swept away in currents at the beach and stuff anyway.
Yeah,
So-
right. We fought pirates, saved some kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I punched a man to death.
We did.
It was
And then-
pretty graphic.
And then slam dumped another guy with
Yeah,
a
and then I
bowling ball.
yeeted a cannonball.
Yeah.
And before that, we had some great role-playing sessions with Rav and Galvin having a very strange but also heartwarming, getting closer. Kuros and Rattle had some time together, and
That's what you want to call it?
James opened some bottles of mead, and it was very wholesome. And then we heard someone in danger, and there were pirates.
And Kuros was like super heroic and stuff and saved a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
And Galvin
And
did
The
not.
bloodshed
No.
that ensued.
The bloodshed of the children.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They're saved and they're on the ship, and now you guys have Vinak, Herrick, Pip, Pip, Neen, Beb, and
Timmy, Jimmy, and Sam.
Yeah, we have our own 7 dwarves.
Yeah.
you do. And
I-
you have
Timmy,
three
Jimmy,
children.
and Garth.
Not only do we have the 7 dwarves, we have Snow White because we have their mom too.
That's right, we do. And she's got white hair. That matters, right?
There she
Um,
is.
So there was
It's hot, mama.
so there was on one half of the ship there was just bloodshed. And then on the other half it was Kuros saving kids. So when I was flying over with the 2 kids, it was don't look over there. And they look over there, they see Rav take the cannonball and go "Brrr!" and no, look at me, look, we're flying. We're going to another ship.
They have PTSD now. It's fine.
I'm just it's the best NBA aerial redirect of the ball. Just she jumps up, catches it, and slams it. Ugh.
Mhm.
That's why I play this game.
Let's ask them if they're okay.
I'm going to be looking below deck to make sure we don't have any leaks.
Okay, perfect. So you go below deck and you do see a leak. It's not that bad. You can see one of the cannons made it completely through the wall, but it is well enough above water that there's no water coming in.
Okay, I call Galvin, son of Rohan, hand of Lathander.
I don't answer until the whole thing is said. What?
You have to say his full name and then he'll show up.
Well, when he said son of, I'm like, oh, wait.
No,
So,
go on, finish.
go ahead. Please. So, what?
Can you please mend these holes so we don't take on any water?
Yes, no problem. I look at the other ship and I see it visibly going down.
Alvin, do you wanna fix that next? Do we wanna go together and teamwork that?
I promised I would take orders from him, so I will go down and do this first, which takes
Yeah,
1
I said
minute.
next, not now.
Yeah. You know, we're on the same page. So I go beneath deck and I do my little thing. I do my dance. I do my mending dance, and the boards
How did
begin
that dance
to.
go? I want to see it.
All the
Hip
splinters
thrust at
begin
it.
to come from behind me, and they start flying back into place, and the wood begins to rebuild itself. And then that one last seam glows white and just disappears, and it's back to the way it was. And I'm like, finally, longest minute of my life, am I right? And I will fly back up. How bad is the ship? The other ship?
It's sinking now because your mending is 10 minutes, huh?
1 minute.
Oh, okay. Then it's not sinking. It's fine. It is filling with water. I was like, it's done.
Sweet. Now that I have a timer, so I'm gonna fly over to the other ship. Is Kuros still over? No, he's in the water.
I brought the other boy back to our ship, the one that.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get up onto the ship. What's everyone else doing while Galvin's flying over to the other ship?
I'm gonna help Galvin.
Okay.
I had put the plank across when the battle had stopped to make travel back and forth easier.
Okay.
Okay.
I just
I'm in
imagine
Ravel's
Galvin
stuff.
flying from ship
Galvin
to ship, and Rav is
doesn't
like,
need planks.
I'm
Can
gonna
Rav jump?
reunite the
that
kids
far?
with their mom.
Okay.
Make sure that everyone's okay and kind of calming down. And
She's like, these aren't my kids.
That wasn't even my boat.
they all have relatively the same complexion, and they come running up to her, and she starts speaking to them in a different dialect of common, but it's common.
Okay. Seeing they're all okay and kind of comforted by that they're back together, I'm going to run across the plank and kind of start bucketing water while Galvin is mending.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm just gonna control water and push it away.
I can't do that, so all I can do is really just bucket the water.
I'm gonna be smug about it.
What's Rattle doing?
I picture Rattle spinning the little pivot cannon around and then blowing the smoke off of it.
Oh,
And then he's gonna hop back down and he's gonna strut up to Vanak and pat him on the back and then salute him and
He
take his
pats you
spot.
on the back, and he says, "That was good."
And Rattle says, "That was good."
no.
He says, "When we return to Ulatov, you should join the brawling box, my friend."
Rattle just kind of looks at him and then looks back at the wheel and just starts.
That was
so
weird.
wholesome.
Well, if you remember, Vanak is one of the leaders of the boxing ring in Ulatov, so he's like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
Roger Rattle.
he's like Tobey Maguire and Spider-Man fighting Macho Man Randy Savage.
The bone saw is ready.
So, Chains, or what did you do? Did you go over to the other side or anything, or? I just realized I forgot about Herrick this entire game, but it's fine.
He's
he was
chilling.
watching.
He was cowering beneath a cannon.
Yep.
Oh, I was merely performing logistics this whole time.
Okay, so you were walking around the ship and stuff. The other ship.
No, our ship. I will continue logistics after they
Okay.
bring stuff.
Okay, so Galvin kind of mends the holes in our ship, and then he goes over with Rav to the other ship, which is sinking slowly. And there is the guy who surrendered on the floor, and he's still bowing.
Oh yeah, he's in the brig.
Put him to work. We got water in the bucket.
Okay, so did you guys do that? Is he over on your ship now?
That's up to Chains.
If he said he was a slave, we should at very least.
He said I was a slave.
And then I kicked him in the face.
And then you kicked him in the face.
I think you kicked him in the face, and then he said that. To be fair,
it's true. It's true.
It doesn't seem very Rav to go, "Oh, you're a slave," and then that's just not very you at all.
Yeah, no.
You're a lot more humanitarian than that. So
I'm true neutral, so you don't know what I am.
I know what you are. You're true neutral.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean, if y'all want to keep him over there, that's fine. I was just gonna question him before being like, "I trust you, pal."
That's a good point.
I'm on board with that. I mean, he could say anything to try and save his life.
That's true.
He could say he's a slave.
Exactly.
Maybe, I mean, we don't know anything yet until we
takes
talk
one to know
so.
one.
Yeah. See, he knows.
That's true. This is definitely Chain's territory.
Yeah.
So
did y'all tell me that, by the way? I don't even know.
I yell. He says he's a slave.
And now Chains knows.
Okay.
Yeah,
so Chains, he comes up to the captain, and you see he is a drow, and he's wearing all red, and you immediately recognize all of his garb as the exact same pirate brigade that stole you as a child. Every pin on him, every single thing in his hair, everything. And he looks at you and he says, "I will be of good service."
Were you taken? When were you taken?
As a boy.
From where?
Eliodor. And beaten every day my entire life.
Man, now I feel bad.
Will not be beaten.
Lower the cannon at it.
Will you? Rattle's just behind him. He's fashioned a mobile turret.
It's just on little office chair.
little wheels.
It's like on one of those mobile desks you see in offices.
Shane's he looks at him. He takes him on the shoulder. He says, "You will not be beaten here. Will you pledge your loyalty to me as your captain?"
Oh,
yes.
New crew member unlocked.
I tell him I take him to the crew's quarters and I get him set up with. I'm like, we have to get rid of those clothes, and I give him new clothing.
So you find just basic white cloth, like a shirt and pants.
Yes.
Cool. So that's what he puts on. He puts it on. You see he has very long white hair, braided. Kind of looks like little wife over there. Little.
What?
But what? Looks like he has the same type of hair as the.
I thought you said he'd make a good wife.
I said he looks like little wife over there. Is what I said.
Okay.
He would make a good wife. No. All right. So he bows. He takes his stuff. You guys go downstairs, and Rav and Galvin are over on the other ship. What are you guys doing?
Pushing water out.
I'd like to kind of talk to Rav and Kuros as we're kind of working together and ask, do you think we should put them back on their ship and let them go their way?
Let's see where they're going, because I think she said they were...
I said they were going to Nyx, but who would you want to put back on this ship? Who would run it? Who would run it?
It seems to be their ship.
Who...
This takes us away further from our goal.
We're heading north, we're still heading to Nyx.
Well, then they can follow us if they so will it. We can't make them do anything.
We have enough room.
Right, but Galvin, who would man the ship?
I'm sure they have their own skills. They had the ship originally, unless
They are children.
Is it just women and children?
It's a one woman and three
You
children.
look around and you see the one woman and her 3 children.
And that's
And
it?
you remember that she mentioned that her husband was thrown overboard,
Yeah, I
and
remember
the
that.
family of the other children's were thrown overboard.
Okay, I see.
And it was a an excavation type trip, like they signed up for.
I see.
We can just take them to Nyx and
I see. Well, in that case, not a great sailor myself, but I could possibly man this ship with the help of one of you, perhaps, and just take it to shore. A ship like this is worth a fortune. If we could bring them to the shore, they could at least make do.
the frogs know how to
That's
Really?
true.
the ship.
The Grung are mighty good sailors at this
They
point.
are. Kuros did a good job teaching them.
Well, I will say we don't need all of these people in order to be manning the ship. We could function with half the crew and half the crew here if that's something that...
We should discuss it with Chains, since he's
And the families, of course.
yeah.
Okay. Well, now that we have a plan in place, at least.
Yeah.
Cool. So we want to go ahead and wrap up, finishing these huge holes that Beb blew holes into.
After the holes are mended, or at least where I'm no longer needed as far as bucketing water, I'm gonna go kind of check out the cabins, the captain's quarters, where the charts and everything are. I kind of want to see what's where and who has what and kind of what the deal is. I mean, looting the ship, but I'm kind of trying to investigate and learn what I can at the same time.
Looting, quote unquote.
Okay,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
good.
I mean, you
Soldier.
find that loot in general, you would find 100 gold worth of items. So you find plates and cups and different napkins and things like that. That like you find luggage and just all the stuff cumulative in that would equate to 100 gold.
I mean, I'm not worried about taking all the cups and silverware, and
You can roll investigation if you're looking for something specific.
I'm looking for the rudder, the charts, and the rudders, and the maps, the nautical maps they might have.
Okay, yeah, roll for investigation.
Any box of communications letters, and all that investigation. I have a -1, so that's a 13.
Okay, so you find a few scrolls, and they have maps on them. You're a little unsure if they are for anything, treasure maps, any sort of thing.
Right.
But you find 3 different maps.
Okay. I'm gonna bring them back over to our ship.
Okay. But with your 13, you do feel that you have thoroughly looked.
Okay. So I didn't find any correspondence or anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
As I'm assuming they're all coming back on board now, or is it just Kuros?
I think we're done.
Okay.
As you were returning, I want to be walking up the steps with the drow, and as we're walking up, Chains looks over to him and says, "I am so sorry. I forgot to ask you your name."
He says, it is Balnor.
Balnar. Welcome.
That's the first thing that came to
I
mind.
wanna yell and
Joe.
apologize when I see him. Sorry, I
Yell
kicked
and
you in the
apologize.
face.
And he says, it is okay.
No, it's not.
I didn't feel it.
Okay.
He cringes.
Matches.
All right.
Does Balnor have a bag?
No, he does not have a bag. His name is just a coincidence.
Is he named after a bag?
He's not named after anything from Not Another D&D podcast. So, all right.
I think we're all a little bit kind of like A and B right now because 007 just gave quite a 10,000 bits.
Holy shit.
So I can tell all of our eyes are shifting and we're wanting to. Normally we wait until intermission or end or to go over
Thank you
everything.
so much for the $100, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That is so
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow, yeah.
I don't math well,
Thank
so I was
you.
like trying to figure out how much that is.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
The two at the back
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just you just
Decimal.
you just do the little like move
It
it
takes
to.
me a minute too for some reason.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you so much. I
so
wanted
nice,
to
thank
wait,
you.
but I felt like I had to say something. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
Uh,
get in touch with you, and we're gonna add something to the next game with
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
$100.
Because we have
Thank
plenty
you
of
so
rewards
much.
for that. So
We
thank you
do,
so
we
much.
do, but thank you. Wow.
It threw me off. I couldn't even listen for a second. So
In
Yeah.
that case, we're gonna give away one of our shirts at the end.
Well,
Nice.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Cool. Wow. I'm like shocked. Sorry.
yeah, so
Thank
let's
you.
do that
That's
at the
so
end. The shirt.
awesome.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So that'll be a choice between the Fateful Encounters shirt and of course, the Dex Baby. Oh, you're wearing the Fateful Encounters today.
or I
I
can
can't say
make
that.
a
I'm like
new
way down
one.
here.
The Ash.
Or
yeah.
you can make a new one. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Oh, wow. Great. Thank you. What is
Cool.
everyone doing with this ship that they just repaired?
That's right. That's right.
We were gonna ask Chains.
We're kind of gathering together after we've I bring the charts and everything on board, and I tell Chains, I found these are their charts. I'm gonna put them in our with our charts so we can have more maps and stuff. I'm going to afterwards. I guess I'll kind of get with Galvin and Rav, and we'll bring our idea towards Chains. Well, Captain, if you don't mind, this ship, we've repaired their ship. It'll sail. It's workable. Ships are quite valuable. If we could sell this ship, we could help them sail it back to port and give them a chance. And I just, Galvin and Rav and I were talking. It might be a shame to just kind of leave it. And with your permission, we could take a couple of maybe Beb or maybe a couple of the Grung on board, and they could help one of us man the ship, and we could sail it kind of with our ship.
Yeah.
To Nyx, same destination, and give us a
Does
little.
this boat not belong to this family? I thought she said that it belonged to them.
It does. That's the point.
I thought
We
they
want.
sold that ship. I thought it belonged to the pirates.
Oh, this isn't the pirate ship. This is my ship.
Oh,
Yeah. So
well then
then-
absolutely.
Yeah, that solves a lot of problems.
Except my
so-
husband sailed it.
Well, I'm even more in favor of not just leaving it out here. Then
Yeah. Do you want to follow
yes,
us
we can
to
escort
Nyx?
them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
We can
don't
follow.
I don't think that you have the man. No offense, ma'am, but I don't think you have the manpower to sail the ship on your own. But with the captain's permission, a couple of us could.
You see the grung in the back. we don't have enough manpower, and you just see. What do you mean?
Beb is
I'm gonna
still
have-
like
Jokingly.
vibrating from the bloodlust. I can
I'm
go.
gonna draw that. I'm gonna draw these damn frogs.
Rattle's pushing Vinak like away from the helm towards them.
Rattle just wants to be important.
All right, how are we splitting the crew? Who's going where?
I say Vanak go over there temporarily.
Yeah, he knows how to steer at least.
He does.
And then the frogs, do you want to split them up or
All but one.
They all like hold each other's hands.
All but Beb.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, we could do 2 and 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
You said we want Beb only.
I want to
All
keep
right.
bloodthirsty Beb.
Thirsty Beb. That's his
he's,
new nickname.
He's like I feel like he's overcome death, so he's like, I
He's not
am
afraid of
death.
shit.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a primal force.
Him and his abs are gonna change the
Also,
world.
I introduce Balnor to everyone and explain his story is similar to my own.
Oh.
Well, we have adopted
I
him
see.
now.
Well, Balnor, I'm sorry about your companions. Not so sorry about your captain, but so our bad.
He just kind of says, he just nods his head kind of silently.
You're safe now, though.
We're gonna keep you away from them, because I fear you may never gain their trust again, but you may stay with us.
I will.
I offer him
So.
a drink of my flask.
he takes it.
Okay. Apology flask.
Apology
No.
flask.
It's a flask
Alright.
that has sorry etched into it.
Badly.
So we kind of
No,
split the group into two like steering parties.
Yeah. I
Alright.
guess it'll be Varric and two of the grung over here, or Vanak, not Varric.
Mhm.
And then we'll have Beb and Pip over on the other ship. Balnor, probably Captain, if this is all okay with you. Rattle will stay on our ship. I'll volunteer to help captain this ship and keep everything all right until we get to Nyx, if that's all right with you.
This was literally my plan, so yes.
Well, I'm glad I can anticipate
Perfect.
your ideas, Captain. I'll tell you what,
Gross.
when we get to Nyx, I'll buy you the hat, a really big one.
With a really big feather plume.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, as you guys kind of turn to get your things together to keep moving, you're shocked by the sight of a
John Cena.
of a very large lobster-like monster. It's a very large being, and it climbs onto the ship, but it looks like it's smelling for something. And it's
Say that
just
so nonchalantly.
A giant lobster just climbs up here.
I'm trying to say like
There you are, and a giant lobster just meanders onto the deck.
We're all like standing there, kind of in like.
Rattles
Here's
relief
the
and just kind of like
lobster.
drift across the deck.
So this very large lobster creature, he like claws himself onto the deck and is like breaking up the silence, and you see him and you see his little like antennae kind of going, and it looks like he's scented for something. He doesn't appear to be aggressive, which is why it's not
Shoo him off.
I'm going to shout at him in both Aquan and Primordial.
okay.
Kind of like, hey, what are you doing? Who are you?
And it just it looks at you because it understands what you're saying, and then it just kind of is like scurrying around the edge of the
Are
ship.
you okay, buddy?
Are you
as-
looking for something? I mean,
We got any food? Maybe he's
And you
hungry.
see the antennae. It seems to be like twitching, and you see your dragon. He pops his head up from
Oh, yeah.
underneath the ship. You guys put him in a cage a while ago. It's been days. He pops his head. He pops his head up from under the floorboards, and he looks and he kind of like catches an eye with the lobster creature, and the lobster creature becomes aggressive and starts to charge onto the ship.
I'm going to run over to defend my sweet
Oh
Glowroom.
boy!
My boy!
It's like a Neopet that hasn't been fed for days.
Just
He's gone to college now.
looking sad.
Been on the ship for a day.
So
No one has met him.
all right. So it's sniffing, and Kuros like gets in the middle of it, and it stops, and then its antennae start touching that gold scimitar that you picked up in the follower's den, and then it starts hissing at you, and it starts backing up.
I want to throw bread at it.
I'm going to draw the scimitar from my bag and kind of like hold it and like
Like
point it
a
toward him,
cross.
like not so much like I'm going to attack him, but just kind of like kind of not
Well, like
holding it up
warding
like a
him
cross,
off.
but like a warding, like ooh, stay away.
Yeah, the antennae keep like touching it, but then it's like hissing really, and it's like backing up, and I guess you kind of get it off of the ship, and it's just hanging on the side of the ship. His eyes looming over. He can rattle with his cannon.
He's not doing anything.
It seems
His little
scared.
like eyes.
Captain, you have any what do you want to do about this?
You got any lobster problems in the past?
I'll see if I even can tell what this is. What do I need
Okay.
to roll for that?
Nature, survival.
I'm personally thoroughly amused with
That might be a lobster.
Is there anything in my book? Can I read my
Yes.
people's history and see if I can
How's,
tell what it is? Would
His
that be-
name is Sebastian.
How's our food supply?
We have crabs.
Galvin sees this happening. He goes down below. He sees the 3 crabs they killed. But you also see that you are running low on food. You don't have very much. And Kuros, what'd you roll for history?
History. 15.
Okay, so you recognize these as a chul. Very large monstrosities, not usually alone. And they sense magic.
They sense magic. Do I know anything about, like, if they're friendly, if they're, like, usually aggressive, if they...
Sentient? Like, smart?
It's gonna
If
be
you
a
don't, I mean,
problem.
if he doesn't know, he doesn't know, right?
You see that this one is not aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like he's scared.
We
But he
gotta do,
also
Plywood
seems...
so we can pry him off the side.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I want to like poke him with a big stick and just put him back in the water.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt him.
Get.
He's not doing anything, and he seems to understand what Kuro said, and he just doesn't like magic.
Throwing rocks at. Don't you know it's good for you?
We're all crying. Please, just go.
I looked at Chains out in that to like, do we want to like get him off our ship? What do we want to do about this?
Can we adopt it?
Did we eat all those crabs already?
I
Nope,
walk
it's only
up to
been
you
one day.
as you say that. I say, no, we still have the 3 crabs, but we are low on food and twice the capacity of people now. We could probably use the meat, to be honest.
Oh boy.
I say
Completely
we...
innocent creature or eat.
I am a Disney princess, and I say we don't murder this lobster.
We can't do Ulatorf any good if we arrive starving. Or dead.
You just see its eyes like over the edge, like
Like, they seem to be deciding my fate. I hope it's going well.
I hope they're my friend.
Can Rattle do a quick check to see if there are any more?
sure.
That's a good...
Like,
yeah.
well, not obviously because I wouldn't know that that wasn't my.
Yeah, right.
check.
No, you're just looking around. You're
But
like,
yeah.
well, there's a giant lobster creature. So yeah, you.
Wow, we've all been kind of really like focused in right here for a while.
Let me look left.
So
And maybe
these,
right.
these giant crabs don't have any meat on them?
Can I animal handle it?
They do. Yeah, you can animal handle it. So Rattle is looking around the ship. You just do like a general look, and if you, I just want to put this little imagery here. So at the back of the ship, you look over the edge, and you just see these
there's more.
3 monster eyes looking back, but they're all just hanging out. Like they're just like they like have their pincers like into the ship, and they're just cruising. Like they do not appear or are not being aggressive.
Oh man.
Rattle in like his best kind of panicked rap voice is gonna be like, Jades,
Nice.
gross.
Doesn't call me. I see how it is.
Not
'Cause
the
you know
captain or the first mate, Galvin.
Because you know I'm confrontational. That's fine.
So I guess I look back. We see that there are 4 of them total. I'm gonna, again, holding the scimitar that seems to be scaring them. I'm just gonna look over my shoulder and be like, "Well, Captain, we need a decision."
I am being way
Rattle
too
is
pathetic
loading
about
every
monsters.
cannon.
We're just gonna
Did you explain to us that these things sense magic?
Yeah, Kuros knows.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And they sense it coming from that scimitar.
Yes.
Why don't we try tying a rope to that scimitar and throwing it very far overboard?
Well, they seem to be afraid of it. They're not.
Well,
Seeking
they're
it.
coming to it.
They're moving away from it. I mean, the one over there, and I kind of like point it to like the front of the ship. The one over there was backing away as I approached with it, outstretched
Perhaps
in
it is
front
the
of me.
dragon.
I am.
Rattle is fishing in his bag to find the one magical item he has, which is the bag of tricks.
I'm real tempted to feed this lobster, but I'm gonna refrain.
That's a good idea though.
What? Maybe they're hungry.
Okay.
I am
This is how you
open to
Rattle
ideas.
can like let a giant weasel out or something.
Again.
Does that help the situation?
No.
I'm actually going to defer to Galvin, and I look to Galvin, and I say, Galvin, what do you think?
Well, originally, the one lobster presented a meal, but 4 presented a threat. So they seem fine where they're at. If they were going to attack, they would have by now.
Yes, I agree.
I say we go onward. They may just be going for the ride, in which case they're not alone.
Like terrible dolphins.
Like terrible dolphins. Thank you, Rav. Terrible dolphins.
They're monstrous.
They are neither terrible nor
How
dolphins.
big are they? Like medium size?
I think they're large.
Can I pull out my
I
rations
think
and
they're
feed this
large.
one that's been like?
And I have
Yes.
no magical items actually,
like
which
to
is
feed
weird.
him.
Jen, what size are they?
Large.
Yeah,
Large.
Sorry, you were right, so I didn't answer, but I should have answered.
They're
But-
hefty boys.
you're playing with 5 DMs. You can only do so much. But
I want to feed one.
Okay. All right. So you hold out your hand.
I'm gonna lose my fingers.
Also, since I did the logistics earlier, I would have known we were low on food, but
yeah,
are we not gonna try and eat those giant crabs?
we are.
Okay.
They're in there. They're where they should be, as far as food goes. But that includes it. We're low on it, including them.
That's
but
a lot. of meat.
honestly,
Those are big
the
crabs.
threat versus
I'm only
payoff.
a day away from
Yeah. Yeah, the threat versus payoff doesn't seem worth it.
Right.
Rev, what's your animal handling check?
It is a 14.
All right. So you hold your hand out with your rations, and you just see the eyes look at you, and then look back.
Okay,
Nothing
fine.
happens.
Well, they're not hungry.
what were they looking? So they looked at Rav and they looked back. Where were they looking?
They roll a perception.
Hmm.
What do you see with your lobster eyes?
Yeah, tell us, lobster boys.
I got an 8.
You got an 8. Everywhere. Not sure. But the other one, sorry, I need to go back.
I'm gonna name this one Krabby Davis Jr.
So it comes back out of the
Citizen
water
Snips.
over the thing, and it comes and starts scurrying towards you, and it attempts to grab the gold scimitar
Oh,
with its pincer. Roll a dex if you're
Not
trying to get
gonna
out of the way.
Well, guess what? I'm a dex build, baby. Dex save or just a dex check?
Dex check.
Whatever, it's the same. It's an 18.
Oh, okay. So you move out of the way, and it starts hissing, and it runs all the way across the ship where Rattle saw the other 3, and they all start like hissing and talking.
do you understand them?
Well, no, they don't talk.
I think
they can
Chris might be
understand
able to
primordial,
understand
but they
them.
can't speak it.
I think if we just leave them alone, we should not antagonize them. They seem to be reacting in a defensive way, and I don't want to present a threat.
To that thing I said to throw overboard.
Let's reintroduce that idea, why not?
Chris is like, I don't know.
I was actually in favor of it, to be honest. But
I want to consult my book. Is there any like more detailed? Have my people ever like interacted with Chules before? Like, were they peaceful? Were they like
Generally peaceful.
okay?
It sounds like they want to steal your scimitar.
Squad.
Yeah, I'm not too trusting of this scimitar as we got it in a cult of Merkel, but it also could have very valuable clues or even a link to a Merkel plane. I feel like it's more useful to us than it is to them.
Then we can tie a rope to it and just drag it behind us.
And then they snip the rope, and then we lose our connection to the
oh,
Merkel
true
plane.
facts.
If they can catch it.
If they can catch it. Well,
Rattle is kind of just like nonchalantly moving to the back swivel cannon. And he's just gonna like one finger be really slowly rotating it.
Rattle's always prepared. Just,
my thought is this: we could very easily raise the anchors, begin our trek to Nyx, and just get them off the side of our ship.
Yeah, Maybe
No
they
need to
don't
throw away a
like
magical scimitar.
I didn't say anything about throwing it away.
Do you know what these things eat?
cat food.
Do I?
No.
No. I mean, they're only briefly mentioned here in my book about maybe they've come a couple of times to trade and stuff, but
Maybe these things like to eat small birds. What do you think, Rattle?
Rattle continues to thumb the cannon, the face,
Towards
Galvin.
I found some confidence.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, let's just stay tuned. Because they're not doing anything and nor are we. And we're all
They
still
just
alive.
hang out.
I mean, they seem to be waiting for an opportunity to do something.
You guys are just having a stare down.
They're afraid of the scimitar.
They're staring each other down.
I'm about to unleash a giant weasel.
Just kind of like, just unload the bag down them.
Have a tiger!
So, do you take it out of Giant Weasel?
No.
No, he's about to, but doesn't.
He's considering it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my divine sense to see if there's any celestial fiend. Oh, never mind.
I yell at them in primordial.
Elemental's not on that
Get
list.
off the
I
ship.
have a line of gust. I could blow them off the ship, maybe, but that's not to say that one, it will succeed, and then two, will they catch up and be angry? I don't.
They all start scurrying towards. They're starting to move. Make a
Where?
decision.
They're moving. We're in the same
Go
situation
away.
as we were before.
Go away!
Go
Rattle,
away.
Let's just
Rattle
stick with the
looks
ship.
to Chains, and then he looks to Galvin, and then he says, "Gust them."
Well,
That's his
Ah.
vote.
either way, we're gonna enter combat. Maybe, I don't
Okay.
know.
I'm going to fly
Well,
up.
I feel like we have lice, and I want to get rid of the lice.
Yeah.
I trust Rattle implicitly, as I've described before, and his nod of approval is all I needed. And I fly up, and I kind of like fly kind of in reverse to like keep up with the ship, and I cast Gust of Wind. Is Gust of Wind, is that the right? I should know this. What is it? Gust of Wind. Yeah, Gust of Wind.
All right.
Which is a 60-foot long, 10 feet wide gust of wind in a direction from me at this case, which everyone in a line, which is all these lobsters apparently, need to make a strength saving throw.
All right.
Get off of here, you
Get
cockroach-
We got a 7,
cockroaches
that's
of the
good.
sea.
6,
Very good.
nat 20,
That's very bad.
and 11.
So all but the nat 20 get blown 15 feet off the ship.
As soon as I see Galvin, I'm
So-
gonna have our frogmen
Anchors.
drop. I'm gonna give the command to drop sail so we can be
Get
heading
out of
off.
here. So
Yeah.
Amazing.
we've gone from serious threat to possible meal. So this is good.
Perfect. And that's where we're going to leave it off. We'll find out next time.
Serious threat or possible meal. See you
That'll be
next
the name
week.
of the episode.
I'm on Faithfully
Bring it
Encountered.
Oh, jeez.
All
That's what
right.
we'll say in the raid.
Perfect. Which will bring us to the art showcase, unless Jen has anything else, because I've steamrolled you before. So
No, I do not. Oh, I have a lot more. We could keep doing a whole other game. I always do this. I'm so nervous about not having enough content, and then I'm fine. So we're going to end it here. So we're going to go do some art, show some love to some artists, and then we're going to do a raid. But
Questionable lobster.
we're not going to forget the giveaway this time.
No,
we
we're
like
not.
came out of our raid last time because we were like, wait.
But wait,
So,
there's more.
while we look at some art, type exclamation point giveaway in the chat. And what do we got?
So, this week we have someone very special to our hearts. We have Rattle, who got some really cool highlights this game.
We did.
Yeah, he was
What a badass.
the MVP of that fight.
Simple
Easy
way.
when you have cannons.
You know, you're
Right.
not wrong.
So I
I'm
believe
glad
Tom
I asked about
Feld
this.
Art does hand-drawn art, and he scans it in, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
We have awesome art out there somewhere on a piece of paper that I want.
I know.
Yeah, no kidding. I love this piece. I feel like this really like captures what I see when I think of Rattle just being the little like garbage gremlin that he is, you know.
Well, I think
You can see all the little things sewn into his clothes.
Yes.
I'm
love
the
it.
garbage man.
Were you gonna say, Dylan?
Oh, I was gonna make that same point. Like, I think what really sells that is the fact that even like the sleeves and stuff, you know, you can see that there are little things just attached to it, and it looks, you know, crude. Not like someone sewed in some nice whatever. Like someone put a fishing hook and hooked a thing on there is almost what it looks like.
Yeah.
A very Rattle thing to do, and I
Just punched a hole through it and threaded
Like
it.
he found it,
and you know,
and just
hanging off
shoved it
the
in there.
belt and on the inside of the cloak. It's just, you know, there's so many little corners you can look at this and just see that there are things everywhere.
Yeah.
And I also really like just how authentically avian his face is. Like, because when I also picture Rattle as being like walking that line between cute and off-putting because of just how lifeless his eyes and expressionless he is, you know?
I always imagine he's cute more so for the things that he does than the way he looks.
He
Right.
acts wholesome,
Yeah.
but he's still like a bird man.
He's still a bird man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like very crow-like. I can definitely see him doing something like badass. Like when you do things that like resemble your Horizon Walker, like where your eyes glow and it goes to the cannon or goes to your arrow. I can see this Rattle doing that like easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoons in chat for Rattle, please. Let's get some
Spoons in
spoons in chat.
Yeah.
We've got a whole emote slot dedicated to a character, guys. Spoons in chat.
So thank you so much, Tom Field, for doing this for us.
Yeah.
I think you were one of the first artists that ever made our characters, and we still adore it. And he actually just recently started doing color renditions, which have been really, really good. So check him out on Instagram. You will not regret it.
really
Thank you,
like
Tom.
Thank you guys so much.
You
And
guys, you know, we like you and stuff.
yeah, something like that.
He said it best when he said, "We like you" and stuff.